All right, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to The Garage Closes at 9. The boys are back. I'm Vinny Alfino here with Jonah Cottrell. Andrew Wetter's back after missing last episode. Um, NBA free agency is going on right now. This is day one as when we're recording this, so a lot's happening. We're going to really get into it. Probably on the next episode, we're going to see kind of what deals, trades happen in the next week or so. But a lot happened in the NBA world despite the season being over. We covered the NBA Finals last week. Me and Jonah did. Talked about the Kevin Durant trade. And Drew wasn't too happy with the NBA Finals result, obviously. Obviously, what happened to Tyrese Halliburton was very unfortunate. But, Drew, just start the episode off. What do you have to say about the finals since you weren't there last week?
Bro, that might have been the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen in my life, dude. I mean, I've only cried once, like watching like a show or a movie, and that was Marley and Me. And this might have been more sad than Marley and Me. Like, bro, this dude was going off. He had three threes right off the rip. This dude was talking, you know what, to everybody. He had a three over Shea. He said a lot of things I can't say on this podcast. But bro, it looked like he was about to have a legacy game. It was just heartbreaking, man. I felt like that sucked the whole entire excitement out of the whole game 7. I felt like once he went down, everyone knew he tore it. Like
Yeah.
it kind of felt like the game was over, to be honest, man. So prayers up for my boy Hallie, man. Rooting for you. We love you, dog. And yeah, man, I'm heartbroken, bro. I'm still recovering.
And
Interesting.
something's changed from last episode. Jonah, cut the hair off, my man.
Come on, come
Look
on.
at
You see
you.
it? You see it?
Jonah, when's the last time you went that short?
Like middle school maybe.
I
Wow.
was gonna say, dude,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
been a
remember
while.
you going that
It's
short
been a
ever.
while. This
We
this is
got
the bucket haircut though. All the real hoopers got their hair like this.
we
So
got Jonathan
it's
Kuminga
good.
in the cut, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, drop it in the chat, man. Jonathan Kuminga.
I like the haircut though, Jonah. It looks good.
Thank you. You see, you got the mustache going too.
Yeah, bro. Switching it
Hispa
up.
Yeah,
Got
Hispanic.
the su-
We got
you got a little
Hispanic Vinny
something
in
right
the
here
cut.
too.
I got the summer stash going, dude.
Yeah, this Hispanic
Yeah.
Vinny.
Come on, Vicente, baby. Come
Come on now.
on.
Hey,
San
but I don't.
Vicente.
I need to respond to what Drew said. Drew copped a lot of pleas, a lot of excuses. Pacer fans, it's on like you never want to see someone get injured, but honestly, y'all should thank the Lord that you even made it that far. You're not a good team where you should be playing in the finals. You got lucky that you made it to a game 7. It sucks that
Hey,
Hallie's
be
out,
nice.
but you were never winning the finals regardless. So just be
You
happy you made it
stop
that
it. You
far.
can't say
Yeah.
that.
OKC,
You were very
OKC,
nervous.
OKC, shout out Shea Gilgeous-Alexander got the crown right now. So shout out OKC champion.
Yeah, we
You
were
were
we were the
nervous. You were
lucky ones.
nervous.
We went to game 7 and our best player tore their Achilles. We were the
You,
lucky ones,
even
right?
if even if you didn't get hurt, you weren't winning that game. All those
Bro.
game winners, bro. The Knicks game winner, that was not real. The Cavs, who else? Who else did you play?
Keep on
Not
naming them. There's
real.
two other ones. Come on, man. There's two other
Bro,
ones that
Not
you
weren't
real.
guys,
real
you
either.
guys did not deserve it. You got very, very lucky to make it that far.
Jonah, I gotta ask you a question. You think the Earth
Okay.
is flat?
Bro, I know Tyrese Halliburton is not top 15. I don't care if he got hurt. I'm still gonna say it. Not top 15.
The dude leads his team to a NBA
Hey,
Finals,
Pascal
takes the best
Siakam.
team in the league to 7
Stop it, Jonah.
games, and
Stop
Pas-
it.
tears his Achilles, and you're gonna
hey,
talk down on him?
I
Is
guarantee
that what we're doing?
I
Is that what we're
guarantee
doing, Jonah?
I'm not talking down on him. He's a very good player. He's just not top 15. And Pascal Siakam was gonna win Finals MVP if you won, which you had no chance. Like I said, I was right. Shout out OKC champions, Oklahoma baby.
All right.
Hey, SGA rides with Drake, so I ride with SGA. Shout out SGA.
You know what? We're gonna move on off of the NBA Finals. All right. So Oklahoma City won. SGA got the Finals MVP. Just want to say I was the first one in this chat that was on SGA
No, no,
2.5
no.
years ago. Yes, I was. I have receipts, but I want to stick on the NBA. I know we've been talking about it a lot lately, but it's a very exciting time in the NBA world. Obviously, free agents going on, but we'll talk, like I said, more about that next week for the next episode that we have coming out when kind of the transactions kind of die down a little bit because I mean my notifications are going off every minute right now. But I do want to play a quick game with you guys, and it has to do with NBA free agency, but not this year's. So I'm gonna give you guys couple questions. I just want to see if you guys, first of all, agree with the list, don't agree, and if you can get it right. So I want you to guess the 5 worst free agent signings since 2015, according to ChatGPT.
I know what
Okay.
should be number 1 and 2, but keep going.
Okay. So
Uh,
5. So I'm gonna give you this. So give me the 5 worst that you guys can guess. We'll come up the list, and then you tell me if you agree with it or not. This is just according to ChatGPT. Okay. So game number 1 of the day. Here we go. This is 2015.
I'm trying to think of some.
Okay,
What
well,
was off the top of your head, Drew?
the first 2 that came to my mind were the Lakers signing Timothy Mozgov and Luol Deng. And we paid
Okay.
Luol Deng for damn near 20 years, by the way. I think we
So-
still might even be paying him. Who knows?
So according to ChatGPT, that is number 2 and number 3 on the list. So Luol Deng signed for 4 years, $72 million. Timothy Mozgov signed for 4 years, $64 million. And it says here, this is what ChatGPT had to say. Deng played just one meaningful season in LA, then was benched for youth development, which is probably true at the time. The Lakers had D'Angelo Russell, the Brandon Ingram, Jordan Clarkson. So it was kind of during that transition after the Kobe retirement. And he only appeared in one game during the 2018 season for the Lakers.
He was probably fully healthy too.
And the Lakers ended up using the stretch provision in his contract, paying him through the 2022 season. And it was only a 4-year contract.
Hey,
So
shout out Luol Deng. I love Luol Deng. He bought with all that money. I think he bought like towns and villages and schools in Africa. So shout out Luol
hey,
Deng.
shout out Luol Deng, all right?
He spent
Hey,
his money wisely, man.
Yeah.
He spent all that money for a good cause.
Yeah,
That's respect.
he's a
We're
great
not,
guy.
we're not saying he's a great guy. We're just saying it's a bad contract for the
All right,
Lakers,
then
all
put
right?
some
And then the
respect on
Mos
Luol Deng name.
Okay, and then the Mozgov, he was signed in the first hour of free agency, the year that the Lakers signed him. And it was for $64 million, and he only averaged 7 points and 4.9 rebounds for the Lakers, and then was traded for assets to create financial roster flexibility. So those are the first 2. Can you guys
And
get the other 3?
okay, I just want to add something really quick to that. Keep in mind, like that those contracts now are like worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. That was like
Right, a lot of money back then.
yes, like that was huge. That was like
Yes.
those are like all-star contracts right there,
So
which is
keep
why
the
it's terrible.
So I want you guys to just keep that in mind. Also, what Drew just said, keep that in mind for the end of the game, because I'm going to ask you another question. So, but right now, you guys got the first 2, Mozgov and Deng. You need the other 3, the worst contracts and free agent signing since 2015, according to ChatGPT. You guys don't need specific contracts. Just give me players that you maybe can remember, like that. I remember that being a bad signing.
Is one of them still in the league?
No, none of these. Yes, one of these players is still in the league, but he's not on obviously the same contract. But he's still in the NBA.
Oh.
None of these contracts though are still relevant.
Didn't Tristan Thompson get like 100 mil? Is that one of them?
I believe he did get a big contract, but he's not one of the 3. So I'll give you guys a hint.
Okay, I want to. Oh, sorry. Okay,
No, go for it.
okay. There's like 2 active guys that come to mind. One is Patrick Williams. Is it Patrick Williams?
Not Patrick Williams.
Oh, dude.
The hint I'll give you about the active player, he just re-signed a new contract today, actually in free agency. He
D'Angelo
signed for
Russell?
5, not D'Angelo Russell, but he signed at the time for 5 years, $120 million with the Charlotte Hornets.
Ramon Sessions.
No, the
He's still in
player
the league. Mason
He's still-
Plumlee.
it wasn't Mason Plumlee. Do you guys want to give it to you?
No, hold on. I want this.
Is he a
I want
guard?
this
So
one. Oh, I got it.
go for it, Drew. He's not a guard.
Nicholas Batum.
Nicholas Batum signed for 5 years, $120 million.
That's not a bad contract.
God.
By the end of contract, he was averaging 4 points per game.
Yeah, but Nick Batum was a good player in Portland.
So according to ChatGPT, that's the 5th worst contract since 2015, and the deal ended up crippling Charlotte's cap room for years. It's according to ChatGPT's.
I mean, Yeah, that like he's not a bad player, but I mean, at the end of the day, you got to produce a little more than 4 points a game.
4 points a game for $120 million.
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
So,
it's in Charlotte. He probably lost motivation by year 5 in there. That's
so,
tough.
so the next guy I want you to say this is the fourth worst. So you had 2, 3, and 5. The fourth
What
worst,
team?
the New York Knicks signed this player for 4 years, $72 million, and he only played 53 games in total over 2 seasons. So he
Taj
didn't even finish
Gibson.
the contract. Not Gibson. You're close though.
Really?
That's a
Joakim
good guess.
Noah.
Joakim Noah. The ChatGPT says that he battled injuries, had poor conditioning, and clashed with coaches in his time with New York, and they ended up waiving and stretching his contract out, making it dead money until 2021.
Ugh.
So the final one was a 4-year, $94 million contract for the Grizzlies, and according to ChatGPT, they have this as arguably the worst contract in NBA history.
Derrick Rose.
Not Derrick Rose.
You think they were
Only
signing
nine.
Derrick Rose 4 years, 94 million?
Only
Uh,
95 games were played by this player in 3 seasons. He had a 4-year contract and averaged
Whoa.
fewer than 8 points a game for 94
what's his
million.
ethnicity?
He's a white man.
Steve Blake.
Not Steve Blake.
Steve
Not
Blake.
Steve Blake.
Oh,
Steve Blake did not get $94 million.
Is he
He's a TV
center?
person. No, he's a TV personality.
Chandler
Fan
Parsons.
Chandler
Yep.
Parsons.
Oh, talk about highway robbery.
Bro, you know who
Yeah,
got that man paid? My boy James Harden. James Harden gets
I won't
people
disagree with
paid,
you.
bro.
It might have been Mike D'Antoni though with that
Oh,
system he
that's
had.
James. James
Dude,
got a lot of people paid.
he was nice in Houston, bro. Like
He
he was
That's
was.
really
James.
nice in Houston. He looked like he was about to be the next like he looked like he was gonna be a dude, bro.
Because of
It's
James.
it's
But he was
ChatGPT
hurt.
claims a lot of injuries, and it was arguably the worst return on investment in the modern Grizzlies history. So I have a follow-up question to you guys. So what do these 5 contracts have in common? Do you guys know? I'll give you guys one guess and then I'll give you the answer if you don't know. But they have something in common.
They're all Caucasian.
No,
No, they weren't. Because Luol
they
Deng.
were not.
Yeah, Luol Deng is
Luol
Caucasian.
Deng,
Yeah.
he's not Caucasian. No.
This is
Uh,
about as far like from Caucasian, dude.
I'll give you 2 more players that have something in common as well. Evan Turner signed with the Blazers for 4 years, $70 million, and Bismack Biyombo signed for 4 years, $72 million with the Magic, and then Evan Turner with the Blazers. So these 7 contracts have something in common.
Um well it wasn't like that was their last contract. I mean Batum still
Nope.
plays. Um
If you guys don't know, I'll give it to you.
Not the it
I
couldn't
don't
be
know.
like the same owner, right?
Not same owner. That's what we give it to you.
Yeah.
So they all happened in the 2016 offseason. And it stands
Mm.
out because at the time there was a salary cap spike, which led to a ton of reckless spending, which is why like the Lakers spent money immediately in the opening hours. But they got the Timothy Mozgov and the Luol Deng deals done. And it says like in the article that I was reading that a lot of the teams that gave those big contracts out ended up having to regret it later on because it caused them like salary cap issues for the future, like with the Luol Deng contract going to 2022, the Joakim Noah contract going to 2021. So all of those contracts happened in the 2016 offseason.
And I remember that. That was a really
Yeah,
weird. That was a really weird. I remember being on Twitter on that off season, and like people, that might have been one of the most exciting days on Twitter ever, man, because people were just bewildered.
crazy,
But
crazy.
yeah,
So,
no, man, a lot of bad
so, those,
decisions made on that day.
so do you guys think those are the off the top of your head like those? Do you have any other contracts in the last 10 years that come to mind?
The Ben Simmons one ended up
That
aging
was
like milk.
So that was a dishonorable mention according to ChatGPT. But the reason why it didn't qualify is because technically that was a sign and trade. But I was
So what
doing
team?
just unrestricted when he went to Brooklyn, the trade to Brooklyn,
Oh,
because he just signed that 5-year max extension with Philly, and then he got traded.
What about
Um,
when DeAndre Jordan went to the Nets, do we know how much is that on the list? Because I know
It's
I thought
not.
he signed a bag. I thought he got a bag for that deal too. When he went with like KD and Kyrie, that was like the big three.
Yeah. No, I don't have that, but I know what you're talking about because that was the offseason where KD signed, but was still going to be out with the Achilles, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I don't. It's not on the. It's not on there. But the Ben Simmons ones was 5 years, 177 million, signed in 2019, but carried into Brooklyn post trade,
Ooh.
and that's a lot of money for a lot of missed games and bad shooting.
I
But
think all
okay,
the off the court stuff you can imagine,
yeah,
like
right.
dude
So
more locked in on the Kardashians than or the Jenners than he is basketball.
So the next game I want to tap into, it has to do still kind of with free agency. It's going to be with trades. So last week, Drew, when you were gone, me and Jonah were talking about the Paul George SGA trade that sent PG to the Clippers, and how we were saying that could arguably now be the worst trade in NBA history with what the return was um, for Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
asked ChatGPT what the worst trades were since 2015, and that was number one. Okay. And I don't know if that's a hot take. I think that's probably a fair
Nah,
assessment. What I
That's a
that's Jonah's
horrible
boy.
take.
That's Jonah's
Yeah.
boy too, man.
That's
That's
a
why
horrible take.
you're awfully quiet
But
over there. We haven't heard a
what I
lot
Bro,
want to
about
ask,
your love for PG lately.
yeah. So that was number one. My question for you guys though is, can you guess the other two trades that it had? It had the three worst trades since 2015. Can you guess the other two? If you guys struggle, I'll give you some hints along the way.
Um,
And I don't know personally. I don't think these are like. I mean, everyone obviously could have their own opinion, but I don't think these are crazy. You know,
Luca.
Luka was not on there, and I think the reason why is because it really hasn't. You haven't seen what it kind of turned into yet, because AD was hurt. Luka's only had one half a season, so I don't think that's. I think that's why that was not included, because we don't know what that's going to turn into yet.
Paul Pierce and KG.
That was
yeah.
2013. That was
Oh,
2013. That was, and even when I put 2013, it included that in there as just because it was so bad. But that was included. But for the sake of the game, I had it since 2015. So I'll give you a hint. They both happened after 2020.
I was gonna say one of the first ones that came to mind, which I mean, in the long run, they ended up getting a decent return, but the Mikal Bridges trade, bro, like 5 firsts, dude, for Mikal Bridges, like is that not kind of crazy?
That is a crazy trade, but I think. Well, yeah, he's not. Is he still with the Knicks? Yeah, he's still with the Knicks though. So they make
Yeah.
the conference finals. So that's probably why it wasn't included. But
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson was a free agent signing. Way to do your homework, Jonah.
Homework.
You don't.
Oh, you want me to research Jalen Brunson history?
Yeah,
Come on,
man,
you're supposed to know this stuff.
maybe while you're at the barbershop, you could look up some some history, Mr. Kuminga.
No,
I'll
we're
give
on
you. I'll
Jalen
give you a hint
Brunson.
though. I'll give you a hint though. One of them does have to do with the Brooklyn Nets.
It better not be no Harden or nothing.
Yeah, dude. You
That was not
traded
a
James
bad
Harden?
trade.
You
Why?
traded
Why
James
is that
Harden for
not a
Ben
bad trade?
Simmons?
For
Why
who?
is that
Bad
not a
trade for
bad trade?
who?
For Ben Simmons.
So he's saying who won that trade?
The Sixers.
So
What?
no. No. This was the Rockets. This was the Houston Rockets trade to Brooklyn.
Yeah, what the hell?
This is yes.
Oh.
So the trade that it says is the second worst since 2015 was James Harden to Brooklyn from Houston, and it says that Brooklyn gave up all their future picks and swaps for a superstar who only played 80 games for them, and the big three of Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant played only 16 games together.
That's not a bad
And
trade.
then James Harden forced his way out just over a year later to Philadelphia in 2022.
That's
So
not a
now
bad
Brooklyn.
trade.
So the reason why this is really bad for Brooklyn is they have now no control over its first round picks until 2028, which is crippling the franchise possibly from making moves. And it kind of makes sense because they're kind of in like an in between phase. Like they don't really have a lot of young assets.
I mean,
Dude,
I wouldn't say that's a bad trade.
bro,
Why
the
not?
best player they
Why is that
got
not
from
a
that
bad
trade
trade?
was Karis LeVert. and they didn't get a whole lot of first rounders either,
Why,
They
dude.
Jonah,
got
why was
James
that not a
Harden.
bad
What are you talking
for
about?
80 games? For 80 games.
Bro, that was prime James Harden coming right out of Houston. Anyone would give that
Well,
up.
you don't think Brooklyn regrets that?
No. I think they regret that Kyrie didn't get the vaccine and that Harden pulled his hamstring. They would have won the championship.
I thought it was a bad trade for the Rockets. What did the Rockets get? How many
They got
first did
they got a ton of picks.
I don't know the details of what Houston got because it was
But
the
I
point of the
thought they
game was
kind of
what
got.
Brooklyn got.
I mean, I just think it's a bad
But
trade in general, I guess.
looking back for Houston though, they gave up a rental technically in James Harden. So
Yeah,
because Harden forced his way out of Brooklyn. So
it's like you did Houston.
Hey,
now the next one,
sidebar. I think a little free agency talk. Didn't Harden opt out? We might
He
make
got
a
a new
return to
deal.
Houston. Oh, he signed
No,
with the
no.
Clippers?
He he
paying?
re-upped. He re-upped.
Ah,
Yeah,
dang,
2 year
never
deal.
mind.
2 year deal.
I
He's
want him
going
to go to
back. He's going
Houston.
back.
Dang it, never mind.
that would actually be a crazy squad, dude. Him and
Bro,
KD.
dang. I was so happy all day because I thought he was gonna go to Houston. I was waiting for that
Nah,
notification.
he's back with the Clippers.
They're not
Okay,
winning.
so the next one I think is even more true for ChatGPT. I think this was a really, really bad trade.
This was
Final
after
one
2020.
after 2020.
What team?
I'm not saying
East or West?
West. It was after the James Harden trade. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Don't look
oh,
too far away. Don't
I
look
know.
too far away.
The one for well, I mean, Bradley Beal. The Suns getting Bradley
No,
Beal.
no,
A-
don't
Anthony
look
Davis?
too far away. Don't look too far away.
Anthony Davis?
Not Anthony Davis. Don't look too far away.
Alex Caruso?
Come on. Don't overthink this. Don't overthink this.
I already said Luca. You said no.
Not Luca.
What other trade did you make?
Oh,
July
Russell
29th.
Russell Westbrook for KCP, Kyle Kuzma. That
Yes.
yeah.
So
I
the
don't know
Lakers,
how we didn't. I don't know how Jonah didn't think of that. Oh my God,
so
dude.
the Lakers ended up getting Russell Westbrook and two second round picks. And this was coming off a core team that won the finals a season before with Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell. And then the Lakers gave up their 2021 first round pick, which was the 22nd pick, and then later traded that pick to Indiana. But I mean, that was a core group that the Lakers gave up for Westbrook that didn't pan out. Obviously, he didn't fit with AD, LeBron, a lot of money.
That whole offseason might have been the worst offseason of like recent sports history, bro. We paid THT over Alex Caruso. We made the Russell Westbrook trade. Like, look at all those other like KCP, Alex Caruso. They're champions now. They're two-time
Champions
champions.
again, two-time champions.
And we
So
just blew them away
yeah,
for nothing, dude.
yeah. So obviously, he lasted a year and a half in LA, and the Lakers really gave him away just to clear some money up so they could get the D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt. So it kind of turned into that. But I mean, who knows what would happen if the Lakers, because they lost in that first round against Phoenix in 21. AD got hurt, but a lot of people are saying if they didn't get hurt that year, they could have gone back to back. So
Y'all
I
weren't
think the
going no
Lakers
back-to-back. Stop it.
looking back, it's possible.
No, it
I
wasn't.
mean, Phoenix made it out of the West that year.
Yeah,
And
they're
looking back,
boss. You weren't
That
beating
was
Milwaukee.
look, the Lakers started 13
AD
and
wanted
2.
nothing to do with Giannis. Don't even start, Vinny. Don't get me
Stop it.
started.
Stop
Don't
it.
get me started on Anthony Davis.
I can pull up the
He's
head-to-head
out of the
numbers.
spotlight right now in Dallas, so I won't even talk about him. But don't get me started.
All I'm saying is that the Lakers, I think, were maybe a piece or two away of adding to that group than blowing it up. But that's, I mean,
100%.
you gotta look in hindsight though, because I mean, if the trade worked out, then we wouldn't be talking right now. So, but those were the three worst trades according to ChatGPT, with the Paul George trade being number one. So.
That's not a bad.
Paul George,
Yeah.
bro. They
Yeah,
gave up
comments.
so many firsts and the MVP,
Yeah.
dude, for
Bro,
Paul George,
who would
and
have
no
thought
rings.
people didn't think SGA was gonna turn into this?
I did.
No,
Go
you
look, bro.
didn't.
I told
Stop
you.
it, Vinny. Are you kidding me?
You
You're the
were
only person in
saying,
the world that knew SGA
Stop it.
from a
Stop it.
skinny
I
kid out of
told you
Kentucky
guys.
was gonna be an
You
MVP.
Drew
No, you
I
didn't.
Drew
don't think
said his
anybody.
No,
game
you didn't.
Drew said his game was boring. Jonah, you tried saying he's not a superstar, and I said, look
No,
at the
you
guy.
didn't, Vinny. Get off
Yes,
your
I
high.
did.
Get off your high horse.
You weren't saying
Stop it
that
on SGA.
when the trade
Stop it.
happened.
Stop it.
Not when no. But I was saying this. I was saying this before they made the playoffs. 2 years ago, I was
Oh,
saying
you
that.
did not think he was gonna be
Yes,
a
I
Finals
was.
MVP. No, you didn't. Stop it.
I,
You didn't even
I
pick
told
them
you
this year. You didn't even pick
he's
them
a
this
superstar.
year.
I told you that. I told
No.
you.
Then why'd you pick the Lakers?
Look, when we did the power rankings episode, I asked you guys, shouldn't we be starting with Oklahoma City? And you said, whoa, what? What?
Bro,
What about
because
Denver? What about Boston? And I said,
I,
what shouldn't we be like respecting the 58 wins that they had at the time?
okay, because I like
I
to
said
see
that.
people prove themselves. Once you prove yourself to me, you're cemented forever. You guys like to anoint
See?
people off of potential. I need to see
And
him
look what
prove
happened. And
people.
look
I
what
didn't-
happened. And he panned out.
He
I don't
did,
think-
and now I'm
I
on
don't-
his side.
I don't think this year's like. I feel like the teams like weren't as good compared to recent champions or like recent years. Like,
Just because the Pacers weren't as good doesn't mean the Thunder weren't as good.
but bro, the Nuggets took them to 7. Like they lost a couple. They lost KCP. They lost Bruce Brown. Like a lot of their championship pieces. Jamal wasn't really Jamal.
By the
Like
way, Bruce Brown back with Denver. I'll
Yeah.
talk about that later though. But
Yeah, Denver stacked back again. Like I didn't think the teams were like that great this year, to be honest. Like compared to recent championship teams, like do we really think the Thunder like where would we rank them?
it's just hard to tell because they're all like 23 years old, 24 years
They
old.
are young.
Oh.
They
That's
are very
scary.
young.
That's really
Yeah,
scary.
what happens if they go back to back? Then all of a
Right.
sudden they're number one.
Like I know what you're saying that they don't seem like they can match up maybe with the past champion teams that we've seen, but they could do something that these other teams haven't,
No,
which
yeah,
is like stack
get
up
better.
multiple championships and continue to
Yeah.
get better.
They got this
Oh.
dude Nikola Topic, bro. He was like the number 8 pick last year too. He didn't even play one game this year. Like he's a little. They're saying he's like a little Luca. Like so, who knows? We'll see. They got like 20
Bro,
first picks in the next
Oh.
like 5 years.
OKC can match up with any of the past champions until you get to Golden State. OKC's right
Which
there.
Golden State? Which Golden State?
The
I don't think the 2022
no,
teams
not them,
as
not
good.
them, not them. The old
You're
Golden
talking about the
Prime Golden
KD, the
State,
KD
yeah,
teams.
yeah.
I don't
They match
disagree
up with
you on that.
Denver, match up with Boston, match up with the Lakers, match up with the Warriors. All those teams. OKC's right there.
I think all those
I don't-
teams that you
I
just
don't-
listed beat them.
Toronto, we're beating Toronto. Like,
It's
You
just
might
hard to
have
say
stop,
Toronto.
because
stop disrespecting them.
Bro,
it's just
I'm
no.
just
I'm
saying,
with you.
like-
I'm with you. But it's the Toronto team. I think was really underrated because like I felt like a whole different level at that point. That was before like the major injury.
Was Kawhi better than SGA?
I think they were the same.
I think they're right there with each other, and
That's what I'm
Kawhi
saying.
was
and
more.
Kawhi's a
polished.
better defender too.
I think Kawhi was a little more experienced at that point. Kawhi's a better defender.
Jonah,
Okay.
you have to remember
It's close.
that
It's
is
close.
the best version of Kawhi we have ever seen. Like that is
Ever
30
seen.
points a game on like 60% shooting, lockdown defense.
Bro, they wouldn't
Like-
even have won the championship if Golden State didn't get hurt.
And then you got Pascal, you got Fred, you
Well,
got your
I don't know
boy
if that's a
Kyle
knock.
Lowry. Like
I
they
agree,
had- that
John,
was a
I
great
don't-
team.
John, I don't disagree with you necessarily with the playing the Warriors, but that's more of a respect to the Warriors with how good they were. Like
Yeah, but-
that Raptors team was really good.
So
Like looking back, Kawhi probably could have stayed with them and competed for a title.
Oh, 100%.
okay, we can go year for year. SGA, who's better, SGA or Tatum?
SGA.
Okay, so they have the best player, a better defense.
No, I'm with you. I think they
can't
can
they beat
compete against all
Boston?
these teams. I know,
Okay,
I
thank you.
100%. I think they can compete against all those teams.
I think
The
they could
Raptors, that'd
compete.
be a good series. That'd be a good series.
I don't think they would win though. I think they could compete. Like when you can
We'll just
defend
have
like
to
that,
see.
like you always have a chance. But I just don't think they're scoring. Like their scoring didn't wow me. Jalen Williams did wow me a couple of times during the finals. I was like,
We're just gonna have
40?
to see.
That's
We're just
crazy.
gonna have to resurface this conversation a year from now and see where they are, because they might be able to run it back, unlike any of these other teams that didn't do it.
They're the favorites to win the finals. If I had to put
100
money, I'm putting it.
100%.
100%.
Not the
100%.
Lakers. Not the Lakers.
No, it's Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week, Jonah.
Okay, make it
I
sure.
said they're the favorites for sure.
I
But
wasn't very impressed. What do you guys think of Chet's performance? I thought this was a really big learning curve for him
I
because he looked like
I
he got a
honestly,
little bullied, to be honest, a little bit, and he's gonna put on some weight and stuff like that. But like, what do you guys think about that?
honestly though, like the guy missed 55 games this year. Like, I mean, he was coming in to like the back half of the season because he got hurt. Was it during the training camp or was it like first week of season? But he got hurt really early on. So like, I feel like he was still somewhat ramping up at the same time of like competing to get the number one seed in the West, have a playoff run. Like, and that's another thing. Like, they won the finals as a team that's all like 24, 25 years old, not really have been there before, and they still won it, which is really scary because Chet's going to only get better. Shea's going to continue to get better. Jalen
Jalen
Williams is going to
Williams.
continue to get better. Yep. And like their defense isn't going anywhere. Like they're going to continue to get more experience, more polished. They're going to grow into their prime years. Like they're really scary. But the question is, are they scarier? I know they won it compared to the other Thunder team, but on paper, was this team better or was the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden Thunder better? Like, could
Um,
this Thunder team beat that Miami team in 2012?
No,
No,
you
no.
crazy?
no.
Who's winning? What teams are better in a 7-game series? You think the 2012 Thunder or the 2025 champion Thunder?
Yeah.
I think this team I think they're a better team. I think the 2012 or 2014 they had more firepower definitely, but they shot themselves in the foot a lot. They didn't necessarily complement each other as well as they
As well,
probably could
yeah.
have. Whereas this team, like they complement each other pretty well. It seems like they're all on like a string defensively. Like I would say they have a better team this year, to be honest.
What do you think,
I'm,
Jonah?
I'm picking old. Okay, so are you kidding me? Kevin Durant at that time was better than SGA. Russ
Was he better than Russ though? SGA at that
wa-
time,
was SGA better than Russ?
at that point, yeah,
Yes.
that version of
Yes.
Russ. Okay,
Yes. But
okay.
but best player was Kevin Durant. Who was better than SGA? Russ was better than Jalen Williams. James Harden was better than whoever's next. I think that OKC team runs this championship OKC team.
So that takes me back to what Drew was saying. Like, so is this team not as good as
No,
what
you
we're trying
said
to make them to
no,
be? Or are they not?
you said the last champions.
No, I
And
know
they're
that.
just as good.
No,
But you're jumping 13 years ago. 13 years
no,
ago,
I know
different
that. I
conversation.
know that. But like, so you think that Thunder team, if they were that young playing this season, would have won it all?
Yeah. Bro, they beat Kobe. Then they beat Dirk coming off of a championship. I think they beat the
Yeah,
Spurs. They beat
they
all
did.
those teams. That was a
They did.
great team.
They
Great
should
team.
have won. That should have been a dynasty. Absolutely should have been a dynasty.
Because Daryl
They just,
Morey didn't want to pay Harden or not
but
Daryl Morey, whoever.
this is also another subject. Like, who is the best player
It
on
was
the
Sam
team?
Press. No, it was Sam Presti that didn't pay Harden. It was the
Sam
same guy.
Presti. Sam Presti.
Same guy who just made this team a champion. So
But
what were you
I feel
saying, Drew?
like that leads us back to the conversation that we've had before. Like, do you trust KD as your best player to lead you to a championship?
At that time, yeah.
At that time,
At that time, but it's like
Not post
13
Achilles,
years
KD.
later. So 13 years later, after seeing everything that happened, like, no, I don't. I don't. Because I don't know if he ever would have won if he never went to Golden State.
like I thought I trusted him to be the number one option back then, but like why why didn't they win? Like they had everybody.
Bro, because they play against LeBron. That's why.
I think it was just that it was that Miami Heat's turn. Like it was their time. Like, but there was no reason why they should have broke that team up as soon as they did. That's because
Thunder?
somebody's favorite player demanded money too soon.
Bro, as he should. As he should. Are you kidding me? Bro, you had 36 points a game off the bench, and all you had to do was pay him a little more money, he would have stayed. But instead,
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
if you paid him,
you'll go to
but
Houston and become the third greatest shooting guard ever, make $500 million and become an icon. That's all right.
fourth,
If that's option
fourth.
two, hey, real quick, you guys, just a yes or no answer. Would you rather be a six man? Let's say they would have won 2 championships, or leave, never win a championship, but you make almost $1 billion, your own shoe, scoring icon. Which career would you rather have?
This is a yes or no question.
Like pick one. Pick one. You want the money, the fame, and the shoes, and the
Yes
the
or
Hall
no?
of
Would you
Fame?
rather?
um,
Which one would you rather be? Six man, just a guy, or an icon?
Hey man, rings live forever, bro. Rings live
Rings live forever.
forever.
The thing I'll say on that is that I think Harden was a little premature on making that decision. I get why the Thunder traded him at the time because at the time, who would you rather pay more, Durant, Westbrook, or Harden? It was Durant and Westbrook. They were better players at that time. Okay. And if you paid Harden that early, you were going to have some restrictions trying to pay one of the other two later. So I
Vinny,
get why they did that.
Vinny, this is supposed to be a
Okay.
quick answer. Pick one.
No, but it's not a quick answer.
Yes, it
okay?
is. Pick
So
one.
now, granted, the Houston years with Harden, that was great. But then what he did
That was
after the Houston
phenomenal.
years, he didn't handle that well. Okay, because he demanded out of Houston. Hold on, he demanded out of Oklahoma City. Okay,
He
because
didn't demand
wanted
out of
more money.
Oklahoma City.
Okay,
No, he
but he
didn't.
wanted
Don't
more
do
money.
that.
He wanted
Don't
more.
don't rewrite history.
But he wanted more money. Okay, and he knew that he wasn't going to get it there, so they traded him. He demanded out of Houston, demanded out of Brooklyn, and demanded out of Philadelphia. He could have done those things better. For that, I don't think he's the icon that you're trying to claim he
He's
is.
an icon.
Her greatest shooting guard ever, dude. Stop it.
Wait, what do you pick, Drew? Six man or icon?
Bro, I think
Not
he
an
would have.
icon.
Bro, he would have been an
He is an
icon if he
icon.
got rings, man.
No, he wouldn't have,
He
bro.
would have.
Yeah, bro.
He would have
No
had
one-
such a greater
Bro,
leg.
who
If
was
he
the
won
sixth
2
man on the Jordan
championships
Bulls?
and then he leaves, like
Who's the
Dude,
sixth
he
man
wasn't
on the
gonna be-
Jordan Bulls?
sunset.
Jonah,
Who's the sixth
Jonah,
man
he
on the
wasn't.
Jordan Bulls?
He
Answer
wasn't
that.
going to be the
Jordan-
Jonah.
Jordan Poole is not no MVP. You stop comparing James Harden to Jordan Poole right now.
What I'm
I
trying to say
didn't
though,
know
Jonah,
Michael Jordan, not Jordan Poole.
no.
Pick one.
All right, sorry, we were arguing so much we lost track of time right there. So comment section, let us know what team's better, the 2025 Thunder or the 2012 Oklahoma City Thunder with Kevin Durant, Westbrook, James Harden. But with James Harden, the last thing I want to say, Jonah, is I don't think James Harden was going to come off the bench that next year, though. Okay,
Oh,
I think that
bro.
big three could have ran it back. That could have ran it back.
Oh my God.
What's on your line over there, dude? What's going on?
Hold on, it keeps turning off.
Oh my God, man, you good,
Yeah,
Joe?
bro? Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody.
Can you guys, bro? What the heck? Can you guys see me fine without the light?
No, we can't.
No,
Keep that
no.
on, bro. Keep that on. Keep that on.
I don't know why it keeps turning off.
We can see your headphones.
Oh, it needs new
Oh.
battery, bro.
At first,
Oh,
I
this
thought
is
your
terrible.
house was like haunted or something, dude. Like it's like an exorcism going on in there.
This is a terrible, Jonah. It's terrible light. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you go
this
plug it
lighting
in?
is brought to you by Walmart.
Yeah, hold
Well, this just proves this is a very unscripted show we have.
Yeah.
Bro, we can go like this. It's fine.
Jono, I'm not letting the show continue like this.
Bro, Jonah, can you at least scoot closer to the camera then?
Can you go turn a light on? Why do you have to use a flashlight in your own house? Why can't you turn the light? If you're in a house, go turn the light on, dude.
Bro,
He's acting like he's in the wilderness, bro.
Man lives in a 5-bedroom house and he goes
I
to one
know.
room that has no lighting.
I'm surprised he got out of the tent all right there, dude. Bro.
All right, well, Drew, it's just you and me for right now. So,
Jeez.
what do you think, Drew? You got the 2012 or the 2025 Oklahoma City Thunder?
I think the 2025, well, I think the 2025 team was a better team. I think 2012
Okay,
had the better players and they should have
I
won.
agree.
They should have been a dynasty. But I'll take the 2025, man.
It's just a shame that 2012 team, they shouldn't have broken up so soon. They could have
And,
won. They could have won a championship.
and that would have been like a like universally beloved like championship dynasty too. I don't think
Oh
anybody
yeah.
that's like that. I mean, you got Russ, you got
No.
KD, Harden, like before, they all turned into kind of villains or went their own
Scott
separate ways.
Brooks. I love Scott
Yeah,
Brooks. I'm a
bro.
Scott Brooks guy, bro.
Absolutely. Nah, dog is a coach.
Yeah.
I don't know
John,
what
are
he's
you
up to
good?
now, but Bryce gave the thumbs up, dude. Went out.
It was good. Dang it.
All right. You know what? Jonah's just gonna have some bad quality, I guess, for the rest of the episode.
Here we go.
Bro,
Jonah,
you
why are you
could
in the
see
one
me.
room with no lighting though?
There's the lights on, bro.
All right. Okay. Well, sorry. This segment just ended terribly for all of us. We didn't keep track of time.
Yeah.
We
And
had to
started terribly too.
start it terribly, and then Jonah's light shut off. Jonah, are you locked in enough so we can go to the next segment because it's your game now?
Yeah. I got
Okay.
a charger being delivered to me.
You're gonna be
It'll,
able to see it in there? You're gonna be able to see that next segment in
yeah,
there?
it'll be here in about 30 seconds. So
Okay.
in
So
the meantime, um, Vinny, you never answered. Who is the better? Which life would you rather have? This six-man life where no one remembers
he's
you.
not. He's not an icon, bro. That was my point. The next year, he wasn't going to be a six man. They were going to start him that next year. Do you agree with that? In 2013, you think he was going to come off the bench again? I don't think he was.
It's debatable.
They would have
I
for
don't
sure
know.
started him.
I mean, I guess if we're just, it's a stupid question, first of all. But I mean, I guess I would rather have the career he ended up having. But I think it could have been a lot better if they waited that out and tried to see if they could win. But sure, I'll entertain the question. I would rather have the career he had, which is 0 rings, by the way.
I think he would have had like the same career too, the same amount of
He was a
stardom and
great
all
player.
that.
No one thought James Harden was like a sixth man when he was the sixth man of the year. Everyone was like, that's a star coming off the bench,
Yeah.
playing 36 minutes a night, by the way. Not like he was playing 6 man minutes.
Bro, but there's
It
still
just
a
happened.
difference.
I understand that, but like I said, I don't think he was going to come off the bench another game for them. But he got traded, before that season. So, but all right, Jonah, let's can we move on to your game, or are we still waiting for a delivery?
My lights here, my lights here.
Hey. This is crazy,
Shout,
man.
shout out! Is that a shout out to
You know how to
Lucia?
work it?
Shout out Lucia.
Yeah,
Here we go.
we're fixing it. We're fixing it. No, it dies though.
What do you mean? That it keeps turning off?
Yeah.
Well, it's brutal, man.
And this is an episode.
Tanner can't even cut this.
All right, I got it.
As he slides out of the screen. Oh my God, man.
Lucia to the rescue, man.
You have a good woman, Jonah. She puts up with
You
it. Man,
You do.
golly, dude. Good thing she
All right.
deals with little kids
So
for a living.
Jonah, she does, yes. Jonah,
Yep.
you ready?
Keep talking. Let me set this up.
E.T.
All right. So Drew, I want to ask you, because it already did finalize. We might as well talk a little basketball right now. What'd you think of the Cam Johnson, Michael Porter Jr. trade that happened this afternoon that Shams reported?
Bro,
So
the
it was
players.
sorry, I was gonna
Uh,
say it was Cam Johnson to the Nuggets for Michael Porter Jr. and I believe an unprotected 2020 or 2032 first round pick, something like that.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
The players' perspective, I like it a lot for both of them. I think Cam Johnson will fit right in with the Denver Nuggets. I think he is a better defender than Michael Porter Jr. Might miss out on the rebound a little bit from Cam Johnson. But overall, I love the fit. Michael Porter Jr. also gives him a chance to kind of be the number one option. Yeah, you're good, Jonah. Kind of gives him the chance to be number one option and really just like get buckets, which if you look at his assist numbers, it's obviously trying to do that. I like it for the Nuggets though a lot, just because they added Bruce Brown, so they're essentially they got off of some of Michael Porter Jr.'s contract in that trade, which probably allowed them to sign Bruce Brown.
Right.
So I
Who
like it a
helped them win
lot.
a championship
Yep.
in 2023. Yeah.
Proven guy who helps win rings, who's won a ring with that same squad in that same system. So far, I think the Nuggets might have had the best offseason, at least free agent season as far as today.
Them in Houston, I think, but we'll cover that more next episode.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
All right. I'm situated.
win-win. First, real quick though, do you think it was a win-win trade? I'll just off the top of your head, you think it was a good trade for both?
Yeah, I would say so. And that's got a pick too. We got Michael Porter
Yeah.
Jr. who
might grow into being a 23, 24, 25 point game scorer. We'll see.
Yeah, I think you get 25 a night if he gets his shots up. So I think it's a win-win, to be honest.
Are you ready there, Princess? Are we good to
All
go?
right. Can y'all see me? Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. So for
Jonah's got a game for all of us finally.
so for my game, it's kind of random. This was a conversation I was having, and I thought it would be a great podcast topic. It gives us a chance to talk about a lot of different people, a lot of different aspects of life, and the word superstar is kind of thrown around a lot in the NBA. So these are the real superstars, or we'll debate if they are. So for this game, pretend we're at Target, we're at Walmart in Camarillo, where we're all from, and this person walks in the store, and I want you guys to let me know, is it business as usual? Can this person shop, maybe take a picture or two, or is it absolute mayhem and chaos because their celebrity is just too big? You guys understand?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a hard question though, because I feel like any sort of celebrity, you're like,
No.
no. You think
No.
there's some NBA players that can just walk in and nobody
Absolutely.
cares?
Absolutely. I'm not saying
No,
I'm not saying people don't recognize. I'm saying, is it mayhem? Like, are
Okay.
they like, is it crazy? Like this
Okay.
person's just too big to walk in the store.
got you.
Are you ready? I got a list of 25 names. We can go long, we can go short. It's up to you guys.
All
Ready
right,
for the first one?
let's just go. Just
Let's
keep
just-
track of time for us. All right, Jonah?
All right. Chris Brown.
Mayhem, for sure.
Is it mayhem or
I'm sorry. These are celebrities, not just athletes.
Yeah, just random people.
Oh, okay.
Mayhem,
Mayhem for sure.
So he
You're gonna hear the
he
whole-
can't shop.
You're gonna hear the whole entire population of Target women screaming at the top of their lungs when they see Chris Brown in that
Now,
thing.
you got to keep in mind a lot of these like celebrity like that. He's gonna have a team of people with him too.
No, that's part of
He's
it.
not just walking.
That's part of it. They're just wearing normal clothes. Maybe he got a hat on. It's not like he's wearing a shirt that says "I am Chris Brown." So you gotta
But does
recognize
he
him
have?
too.
He didn't have a security team with him.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what I'm
Mayhem,
saying. It's
Crazy.
mayhem.
Have you seen his photo shoots? Come on, bro.
Mayhem. for sure.
Okay. Next one. Taylor Swift.
Mayhem.
Yeah,
Mayhem.
For sure.
Even if she got a hat
yeah.
on.
duh. Yeah, that might be like the most popular chick in the world right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. You know how many Swifties are out there, man?
Yeah,
Her fan base
one of
is
them?
crazy.
Am I one of them? I wouldn't. No, I'm not. I'm not a Swiftie. But I know people who are, and they're giant Taylor Swift fans.
Mayhem.
Man, absolute
It's
mayhem.
gonna be pure chaos in that Walmart.
She makes good music, man. She gets a lot of hate.
Yeah.
She gets a lot of hate.
Yeah. No, Taylor Swift's good.
Next one. Justin Bieber.
Yeah, man. Come
Ridiculous.
on, dude.
What are you doing? You're naming
Dang.
pop culture superstars.
Bro, he would have got mayhem if he was 11 years old.
Yeah,
When
I
he
was
walked
saying,
in
it
Target,
might have-
That's true.
dude.
it
I
would've
think
been-
I think it's died down though. I think if
That's
he
what I'm
had-
saying.
No.
It's
It
died
was
down for sure.
crazier. No, I think it would have been crazier in like 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Still-
because he
but still
wants it.
crazy.
That's because he wants it to die down,
You,
dude.
you guys are throwing around, bro. Do you know what mayhem is?
Yes.
Like,
Do you
like the
know?
store shut down.
Yeah. Do you know the three people
don't
he
think
just
so?
named? Justin
You don't
Bieber.
think- you don't think those
Taylor
three?
Swift. And
No,
Chris
but
Brown.
Chris
Those
Brown.
three, Jonah.
Chris
Jonah.
Brown. Chris Brown. I'm iffy.
I'm not gonna go there. I think that's a 3 for 3.
Okay.
3 for
That's a
3.
pop
But
star.
There's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different names. These are kind of big
Yeah,
names.
keep going.
It's gonna change.
Mix it up. Mix it up a little bit.
No, because I'm gonna lose the order. Next one, Drake.
Crazy.
No.
You know what?
Don't do that.
I was gonna say
Don't do that. All right, this one, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mayhem.
The guy just
Yes.
did the
Bro,
Super Bowl.
is Kendrick that recognizable? If
He
you watch
just
his
did the
Yes.
stories?
Super Bowl.
The only thing that might be a little tricky is his height. Like people
Well,
might
that's what
not
I'm
see him behind a
saying,
shelf.
bro. That's
But-
part of it. Mayhem.
No, absolutely, bro. It's Kendrick
I think-
Lamar.
I think if Kendrick Lamar walked by me, I would recognize him. I would recognize that
bro,
person.
but if you're at the store, it's a bunch of moms. Does your mom, would she recognize Kendrick Lamar? Would your mom?
No, my
That's
mom.
what I'm saying, bro. That's part of it.
Okay,
Drew?
but it's not just
Drew?
moms at Target. You don't just see moms at Target.
Yeah, Target especially. That's you got a lot of kids going
Okay,
through
change
Target.
change it. Supermarket, Vaughn's.
Yeah, bro, it's
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, bro. It's
Kendrick
Kendrick
Lamar.
Lamar. You're acting like this dude's a scrub, dude. Just because he lives a low key life doesn't mean he's not performing at Super Bowl. Doesn't mean he's not have the #1 song in America for the last who knows. Like
All right,
it's Kendrick Lamar, man. Be
I
for
don't know.
real.
This
I'm
one,
with Drew on this one.
Think about it. I think the name is bigger than this person, like appearance wise. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Just absolute chaos.
Are you kidding me, bro? I don't think I would recognize him if you walk past me.
The same guy who was in Titanic.
Then
Like,
you don't know
come
ball.
on,
You don't know
dude.
ball.
Yeah.
Well, look at the catalog of Leonardo DiCaprio, my friend.
Mayhem.
Pure
Bro,
chaos. And I'll
on-
tell you what, my mom would recognize Leonardo DiCaprio, just like
Uh-huh.
all of our moms would. That is a movie star. One of the greatest to do it.
On and off the set, bro. That dude knows what he's doing, dog. One of the greatest to do it. Look, you can look at his catalog of movies. You can look at his catalog of women. Regardless,
this is
people are
different.
going crazy in that place.
Okay, Jonah, this is a different thing because it's different if we were like at a restaurant because like there's like a standard to where if people are at a restaurant, you don't go up and bother them. But this is at like a grocery store, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Like it's
Bro,
fair game where people will
you're
come
telling
up
me
to
if
these people.
Leonardo DiCaprio is wearing a jean and a black tee and is wearing a hat and has a cart full of groceries, it's mayhem.
How does TMZ find all these people? Because that's exactly what they're wearing all the time in these
Bro,
pictures.
they're in LA though. We're in Camarillo.
Though
We're
TMZ's
not in
gonna
LA.
find you, bro.
We're not in
You're
Beverly
making up
Hills.
all these rules as we go, by the way.
Yeah.
Now we're in a
That was-
supermarket in Camarillo.
That's what I said at the beginning. I said Walmart.
No, all I'm saying is this. I think if they were at a restaurant, it's a whole different ballgame. No one's gonna come up to these people. Like and usually if you do, they get turned away. They're enjoying, a meal with their family or people. But if you're at a grocery store, you're at Target, like people are gonna go out of their way to come up to them, for sure.
You're talking
Leo's
about
a-
like
Okay,
Yeah.
come
one
up
of
to
the
them
most-
is not the thing. Maybe a coworker asked for a picture, but it's mayhem. Like the store is shut down because Leonardo DiCaprio walked in. Are you serious?
This is
Bro.
a stupid game. What does that even mean?
Bro, you're talking about one of the like greatest, most famous actors
Actors
ever.
in the world. In the world.
All right, I'll give it
In
to
the
you.
world.
I'll give it to
And
you.
like back in his heyday, a lot of women used to really feel a certain type of way
Alright.
about him too.
As we get to some of these names, if you guys keep saying mayhem, I'm gonna be disgusted. Next one.
You've named like 5 giant
You're naming
icons.
megastars, dude.
Yeah.
Next
All right,
one.
continue.
Will Smith.
Mm,
Bro, I think Will Smith is more
Debatable.
mayhem than DiCaprio.
I think it would be
I don't-
mayhem, but
I think it's mayhem. It's probably a mayhem. Yeah, that's probably because I think Will Smith would also entertain the people more than these other people would.
yeah,
Because
You
he's
see
kind
it-
of a man of the people,
yeah,
down to earth. So yeah.
that's
like,
mayhem.
Like Will Smith gives me like similar vibes like Adam Sandler. Like he's very outgoing in public to like the average fan. Like a Sandler on your list, you can knock that out
No,
right now.
he's
That'd be
not.
mayhem.
He would
Alright,
not.
Will Sandler-
Bro, he would not
Will
be
Smith-
mayhem.
Well, he only is because I think he has a reputation to like
You don't
interact.
have no
with those types
reputation,
of
bro.
fans.
They both seem like very genuine people,
Genuine
which is
guys,
why
yeah.
people would even go up to them even more.
Yeah. But I don't know what like the word like mayhem like.
Bro,
it's
that's
kind of
mayhem is the word. That's
Bro,
the
Will
word.
Smith is a megastar too, though, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
like you could say
I mean,
about the
how-
movies.
how
you could say about
chaotic-
him slapping
how
Chris
chaotic
Rock.
can-
Like,
How
come on,
chaotic
dude.
can a Camarillo Vons be on a Tuesday afternoon? You know, like I mean,
All
it's
right,
Mission Oaks Vons. You
next
know,
one. Next one. Another name that I think is bigger than like appearance. SZA.
no, I don't think so. Not
Drew.
enough. I don't think not enough people would know him or know her. Sorry. Mispronunciation there.
So that's your first no, Vinny. What about you, Drew?
That's my first no.
I don't know, man, because
She's pretty popular.
she's very
She is,
popular,
but
and
to a
like
certain audience now, like
I feel like
she hasn't been around a long time, as long as these other people.
yeah, but I also feel like she has she has a certain physique that would catch the common eye. So I think people would see the physique and
But I
say,
don't know.
"Okay, I think that's SZA," and
Or would they
then
say that's SZA though?
I don't know if they would just. I don't know if they would say that. Obviously, she
Yeah.
would stand out in the crowd. I would say, but I don't know if a lot of people are going to be going up to her and asking for her autograph.
I think out
I'm
of
just gonna leave it there.
her stardom is a little bit less than theirs,
Yeah,
but she also has certain
she
attributes
might
that the others don't.
she might get just as many eyes as Leonardo DiCaprio might, but I don't know if it's going to be as chaotic. So,
All right.
next question. Next question.
Next one. This person has a pretty unique look, so I think know your guys' answer. Next one. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on,
Yeah.
dude.
everyone knows
Yeah,
Patty.
Yeah, he has a unique look.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
bro. I
Everyone
mean,
knows Pat Mahomes, bro.
This
come on,
one,
man.
I don't know about this
Next
one,
one. Next one.
and it might hurt my feelings. Lamar Jackson.
Hmm.
Mm,
I don't think enough people because athletes is going to be harder than an
No,
artist or an actor.
football players are
football,
tough.
yeah, football because they have the helmets on.
Mahomes is just so
Exactly.
recognizable.
And Mahomes is like very global, well-known athlete, regardless of the sport. Like everyone knows, like Patrick Mahomes, like everyone knows who that is, and he's been in enough spotlight without the helmet on. So I would say with Lamar, no.
Like I
But
feel
you would
like,
probably look at him and be like, that looks like a professional athlete.
yeah,
I don't know if you're gonna go out of your way to say that's Lamar Jackson.
like I feel like Pat Mahomes is like the Drake of the NFL, and then Lamar is like the Kendrick of the NFL.
And you guys said Kendrick is cousin man, which I disagree with.
Okay, well, I'll say this though about because you guys know how the Cowboys have their training camp in Oxnard, and I saw Dak Prescott once at dinner, and I immediately knew that was Dak Prescott. Like
I
I was
think
right next to him.
bro,
Maybe
but Dak is
so
more famous
maybe
than Lamar, low key.
you could make that argument because he plays for the Cowboys. So
Well, but Lamar kind of stays low key too.
he
You know,
does.
like he's not. You don't see him on TV all that often outside of like the field. Like
Right.
he lives more of a low key life.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say
No.
no for that one. No disrespect
Yeah.
to Lamar Jackson though.
All right,
We would freak out. We would freak out.
Yeah,
But
yeah, 100%. All right,
like
next one, Jonah.
next one. Kai Cenat.
It
yeah,
depends the audience. It depends the audience.
The store.
If you're at Target, for sure.
Mayhem.
every single
Yeah.
kid in that
Streamers
place
especially.
is going to be
Yeah.
running, screaming,
100%.
Bro,
And I
putting their
think
phones out.
streamers are possibly more because I think they in the back of their mind maybe think that there's a chance they could be in a video.
yeah, I think Kai might be the biggest man.
He might be top of the list right now. Yeah.
100%.
He's great. He's awesome.
He's hilarious. Like
Yeah, he's a funny guy. Yeah. No, I'll say yes for sure.
Like he's probably like
Him and Speed
he'll have a
they're-
live and like he'll have more viewers than some of the biggest stars of sports.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like him and Speed right now. Like they walk in, I think, to a Target. They're both getting people running up to them.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Rod Wave.
No,
Hell no. Are you
Are you
kidding
kidding
me?
me?
no.
Absolutely
Bro,
not.
okay, put the hate aside, bro. People love Raw Wave.
I'll tell you this.
People love
They
Raw
would know.
Wave.
I'll tell you this. They would know what section to find them in. I guarantee they know what section to find them in the store. It ain't gonna be
I'm
the
gonna
weight
say
loss
no.
one either.
No?
I'm gonna say no.
No, absolutely not. No, nobody even knows who he is like that. Come on, they don't know. Like he's not a star, bro.
He's a star. Don't do that.
He's not a
He's a star. Yes,
star.
he is. He's a
But he's
No.
not big enough for me to walk into the store and like
freak
for
out.
me. No, no,
So who are you
no.
freaking out for, Vinny?
I don't know if I'm personally freaking out for
Wait,
anybody.
hold on. Actually, I want to go through all these names, and I want you guys to tell me who you're freaking out most for.
Well, okay,
Alright.
what why
That
you
wasn't
worded it
again.
like
I don't know if
that,
I'm
bro?
freaking out. I don't know if I'm personally freaking out over anybody, but
All right, next
all right,
one.
next one.
If you guys answer a certain way on this, I'm gonna be so upset. Like I'm like genuinely. Next one, Austin Reeves.
No, he just looked like an average guy.
No,
Thank you.
yeah. I don't think
He's gonna
so.
be. I might be wearing more expensive clothes than Reeves when I walk in the store.
Thank
I
Like,
bet you
Reeves is he's just an average guy.
I bet you he'd probably be the coolest one out of all of them though.
Yeah, but Reeves, I would love to like. It'd be really cool if I saw Austin Reeves at like a golf course, which is like
Mhm.
something that could happen because he golfs all the time. Like he's just a cool guy, I think. But no, I don't think anyone's gonna be even doing a double look. They're just gonna think that's another white guy at Bonds.
Oh yeah, that's Bill from Flynn, dude. You know, like
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
All right, next one. This one I'm interested on. Bronny James.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mayhem?
Because of yes.
The youth, bro. The youth.
And like everyone's gonna know who he is, and like it's LeBron James' son. So yeah, for sure.
It's LeBron's son. He's like tapped in with like a lot of streamers. Like he was
Yeah.
part of FaZe. Like, bro,
Yeah,
like
no question.
he kind of like grew up in that generation of like, you know,
Yeah.
like the speeds and all that. Like
Everyone knows Bronny.
it's Bronny, dog. Come
It's
on.
Bronny.
All right.
Come on.
All right. Next one. Cardi B.
Yeah, I think so.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
I feel like it's similar to SZA too.
And that's why I don't but I said no to SZA, so I'm gonna say no to Cardi.
Cardi's way more famous than SZA.
I know, but
Yeah.
I think the looks may be just the similar that I said about SZA.
But I feel like she would kind of be open to that. She'd be like fun about it. She'd like, hey, you know, like all that
What would she
stuff.
do? What would she do?
Not
What
doing
would
it
she do?
again. Not doing it again. But like I feel like she would be a fun person to run into. You know what I'm saying? Like she'd be nice, she'd be cool, stuff like that. Like I feel like that's someone that's like gravitational. You know, people would like wouldn't feel super scared or like you know, all that nervous to like go up to her and like say what's up.
I'm gonna say no. How many
I-
no's do you have right now, Drew? I think I have at least 3.
Vinny's saying no to all the women. That's what Vinny's doing.
I said yes to Taylor.
Yeah, I'm a feminist,
100%.
so
100%. I understand say yes
I
to
think I've
Taylor.
said yes to all the women so far. I said no to
How many women have we
Lamar.
had? How many women have we had?
We've had Taylor, we've had SZA, and we've had Cardi B. And I got another
Okay, so I
woman right
said
now.
2 out of 3. All
I
right,
got,
next
I
one.
got, I got 2 women back to back actually.
Yeah, I think Cardi's a bigger star than SZA for sure.
Absolutely.
I would
Next
agree, but
one.
I would say no to both.
Again, I think the name is bigger than the appearance. Kendall Jenner.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Mayhem.
name. I don't even know if I agree with you on that. You know how big their show is?
Look up how
I
many
don't- I'm not-
followers she has on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that
come
right
on,
now.
dude.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
You're acting
I'm not the
like
biggest. I'm not the biggest like fan of like the Kardashians. I don't keep up with the Kardashians like everyone else does. But you know how many people do keep up with the Kardashians? Millions of people.
bro.
That's
like
that's
that.
an undisputed yes.
You know how many followers she has? Take a guess on Instagram.
Can I guess?
100 M's.
100
I
M's
would
for
say
Jonah.
I
What
was gonna
about
say
you?
I was gonna say 93. 93 M's.
She has more than both of those combined. She has 287 million.
Bro, that's not
Undisputed.
That's
What?
not
That's
more
not
than both
one.
those combined, by the way.
And you don't think the name's a
Yes,
little
it
bigger
is.
than? Come on, dude.
Yes, it is. 100 plus 93?
Oh, you're right.
That's 193 million, dude. Come on, dude. You're a teacher.
You're right, my bad.
Clearly not a math teacher. Holy shit, man.
My math was off. My bad.
That's an undisputed yes for me. Next one.
Next
Bro,
one.
she's bigger than
Yeah,
like all of those
yeah.
people.
Yeah, she's undisputed.
Next
Everyone's
one.
gonna know who that is.
Next one. Tiger Woods.
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone knows who
yeah.
Tiger Woods is.
That's
Everyone knows
Tiger,
who, yeah.
man.
It's Tiger.
Bro, I think you guys are just like hearing a big celebrity and saying yes. Bro, when I think mayhem, like, does this person invite mayhem? I don't think Tiger Woods invites mayhem. I think he could shop and people would ask for pictures, but I don't think it's chaos.
It's just
I
a
mean,
stupid game, to be honest.
this is so stupid. I don't think you've had one like good game, dude.
All my games
Are you making him
bad.
sweat?
Yeah.
Is this
I
person
mean, I
causing
will be honest.
mayhem?
I will be honest. The logic I'm going with is are people going out of their way to go talk to this person because they know it's that person in the store?
Bro,
that
but
they're
that's
at?
not what
That's my
mayhem is.
thought process.
I'm not saying are they going unrecognized. I'm saying is the store like shutting down?
Who's gonna shut down? Like, it's a grocery store. Like, what?
Bro,
I
Taylor
think
Swift is, Drake is, but I don't know if Leonardo DiCaprio is shutting the store down. I just don't think so. I really don't. I think he can shop and sign a couple hats without shutting the store.
I don't know, dude. I think he has a crowd walk out with him.
I don't
when
think
those
so.
sliding doors open, there's people following him out.
No, he doesn't,
bro, that
Stop.
dude gets so many ladies, dude. You sleep
Stop
on
it.
Leo. You sleep
Yeah,
on Leo,
I don't know.
man.
Bro, he
I'm
gets
gonna
like
say this.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
They used
You
to
know
say
what? It's gonna-
they used to call me Leo back in the day. They said I used to look like him.
Who?
I think you look like David Bowie.
That was
Inside
crazy,
joke
by
there.
the way.
Inside joke there. Inside joke there.
That was crazy.
But
All right, next one.
I'm gonna say this about Tiger Woods. I think just how a crowd follows him at a golf course, like there's gonna be a crowd following him at the grocery store.
I don't-
Okay.
I don't know. Next
All
one.
right,
Tiger
next
at
one.
the end of the day.
Next
man.
one. A couple years ago, yes, but today, I don't know. Ariana Grande.
No, I don't. Not
Yeah.
anymore. I don't know. Maybe a
She's
couple years ago.
huge.
I don't know. She's fallen off.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little follower check right now.
Bro,
How
it's not
many
about the
followers-
followers, bro. Who cares about followers?
That plays.
So
that
are those
plays.
just fake people? Are those just not? Are those just fake people?
No, that's the biggest. Honestly, that might be the most important here, Jonah.
No, it's
because
not, bro.
how many?
That's
How
how
many
many
of these?
people
No,
know.
No.
Stop it. How many of these people are gonna post Ariana Grande's at the grocery store? Blah blah blah. How many people are gonna show up?
Bro,
Because I'll tell you
how
what,
many-
bro.
the Kendall Jenner situation, a lot of people, if they got word that she's there,
I think the two
I think
biggest
you guys are overreacting.
are the three. Drake, Kendall,
Drake,
and
Kendall,
Taylor.
and Taylor. Taylor.
Not including Ariana.
She's
Not including
third.
Ariana.
She's third though. She's third though on the list.
Yeah.
I think Drake, and Kendall, because of just how big they are in the pop culture. Taylor too, to be honest.
Okay, yo. I want you guys to take a guess. How many followers Ariana Grande has?
115.
127 million.
115, 127. Yeah, so she has more than all those combined too.
Wow.
Bro, that's
So
what,
she
how much?
has 374 million followers.
bro, that's from years ago though. How many of those are recent followers?
Dude,
Are you serious?
come on now.
Are you
Bro.
serious?
How many
All right,
followers
next
in the
one.
last
Move
6
on. We
months?
gotta get this going.
you
What's our time
serious?
at, Jonah?
We got 8 minutes.
You
Perfect.
sound ludicrous,
All right.
dude.
All right,
Come
next one. This one's gonna be yes. I already know. Barack Obama.
It's just different because he's like a politician. Like
Dude's a fucking president.
he's a politician, like
So what's your answer?
Do we even need an answer?
Vinny's thinking.
the Secret Service is gonna he's not out of all the people, he's not gonna be showing up by himself in aisle 23. Like the Secret Service is gonna be with him. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
have protection.
People are gonna know when he's pulling up because there's gonna be about 20 snipers looking outside
You know
of
what?
that
You
Target,
know
dude.
what might happen? The store actually might be closed. Like they're gonna close that down. If a president's going. They shut down the freeways when presidents are coming through.
Yep. Don't get
I'll
stuck
say-
behind that, man.
I'll say that'll be pure chaos on the 101.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Barack Obama, dude. You gotta be kidding me.
All right, next
How many
one.
more do we got, bro? We gotta get. Things gotta get. What is the end of this game? What's the
Five
point
more.
of this?
5 more. Next one. Oprah.
No, not anymore.
Bro, Oprah might be the fifth
No?
one on this
You
list,
think
Vinny.
no?
Do you know who
Not. I
Oprah
don't. I
is?
think Oprah. Yes, I know Oprah Winfrey is. Stop it. God. But I don't. She hasn't had her show for a long time.
That doesn't matter.
I think it
Bro,
does. I
it's
think it does.
Oprah, dude. Dude,
Bro, she might
that
be the
isn't
most famous woman in the world.
just because you don't have a show or you're not an actor or singer anymore doesn't mean people forget who you are.
But I don't think. I don't think she's
Like-
in. I don't. But it's also you got to go with like where you're at in terms of like pop culture. I don't think she's there right now. I'm gonna say, maybe it's a yes, but she's not at the top of the list. No.
Dude,
Yeah,
she's like a
yeah,
huge
hater,
part of
Vinny.
pop. She like invented pop culture.
But you got to look at where we're at right now. Like no one, she's not trending on Twitter.
Bro,
Okay,
neither is Ariana Grande.
I bet there's something
For
trending on
what?
Ariana Grande. I
For
bet. I bet if I
what?
looked it up, something's trending.
You don't
I'm gonna
think
say no.
Oprah wouldn't be trend, bro? She's definitely causing mayhem, dude. All the moms are going crazy.
Yes, bro.
Every single mom in America loves Oprah, dude. Oh my God, she almost ran for president for crying out loud. Like, come on, man.
I'm gonna say no on that one.
You're crazy, Vinny. All right, next
That's
one.
mayhem.
I'm gonna be pissed if you guys answer a certain way too. If you just said no to Oprah, Caitlin Clark.
No,
Yeah,
I like Caitlyn though. I like Caitlyn.
Drew said
but
yes to everybody.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to Caitlyn just because, like Austin Reeves, like I don't think you're walking in the store and being like that is a celebrity. But ball knowers would say that's Caitlin Clark. But how many ball knowers are gonna know that?
bro. She might be the most trending. Talk about trending. She might be the most trending female in America right now.
Bro, but it's her name. I don't think people know she looks like that.
Yeah, it's more the name and like the highlights, but like actually walking into a store, I don't know if that's gonna like attract a lot of
That
attention.
okay, that one's tough for me.
I'm gonna say no on that, but that's no disrespect to Caitlin Clark. I mean, best female player in the world.
I'll say no. I'll say no. If we're in Cameroon, I'll say no. We talking Iowa, then yeah.
Yeah, if we're in Iowa for sure,
All right, 3 more.
or Indiana.
Nope.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, everyone knows Kevin Hart, 100%. Drew, why you hesitate?
Yeah, Drew, right? Drew,
I think that's
over there.
that's a for sure because everybody knows.
Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
he's a star. He's a superstar for
Yeah,
sure.
he's a
Yeah.
megastar.
Yeah. And like you know him like as an actor, as a stand-up comedian, just as a TV personality. Like, yeah. Next one.
All right, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
I'd say yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to see her coming from a mile away, dude. Absolute mayhem. dog.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to agree with Wetter on this one. Yeah.
You see her coming?
Yeah.
You gonna see her coming too, bro. Might even hear it
Yeah, I know.
too, man.
Yeah.
Nah, she greatest rapper ever. Like,
How many followers she have, Drew? Follow check this
look.
one.
let's look.
You probably
She
got
might-
What do you think? What
250.
Jonah, what do you think? How 250?
250.
I think she's
Mm.
probably a little bit less.
I'm gonna say what? Nah, because she's been around a while though. I'm gonna say 225.
Vin Dog on the money.
Let's go, baby.
225 million
There we go.
followers
Come
for
on.
the Barbie.
So I won the game.
All right. Final person, Mr. Jay-Z.
See,
But
he
like,
might be more the name than the face.
Are you kidding me? He has a recognizable face.
but bro,
But like, I don't know if
like he's usually
don't-
wearing a
I don't-
hat, like
yeah,
a
I don't
hoodie.
know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
everyone knows who like everyone knows like his name would be top of the list. Like, you know, Jay-Z is, yes. But I don't know if you walk in the store, everyone's gonna say that's Jay-Z. I know I
I
would. I know
I feel
you guys would.
yeah. I feel like it should be Mayhem, but I don't think it would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all are crazy, bro.
You want me to look up how many followers he's got?
Well, bro, he's a man rapper. He's not gonna have as much.
So
I mean,
if Beyonce's with him, mayhem.
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
absolute. Yeah.
Chaos.
But just
The
Jay.
store's shutting down.
Bro, Jay-Z don't even got 1 million followers on Instagram.
That's cap, bro. He doesn't have an
A
Instagram.
million?
Bro, he's got 991,000.
I don't think he has an Instagram. That's not his.
Does he have to check?
No, that's not his.
He's got the check, bro.
Nah,
It's
that's
got
not
Rock
his.
Nation in his bio too. That's the only thing he's got.
That's gotta be him, bro.
Well, you probably don't use it. That's why.
Only person he's following is
Jonah's-
Beyonce.
Jonah's got the hiccups right now. Jonah
Bro.
is a mess today.
I've had him this whole like second half of the game. I'm struggling over here.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
All right.
So after all those names, pick one. Drew, who are you going? I can't speak. Drew, who are you going the craziest for? We got 1 minute. So quick answer. We got 1 minute. Who you
1
going
minute.
for?
I don't remember all the names you said.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Bro,
I already
yes,
know
you
the
do.
names. I'll
Who you
probably
going
go. I'll probably go most crazy for Drake, to be honest.
My boy, let's go.
I mean, like, bro, he'd be so cool to run into, dog. He seems like a funny dude.
Who you going crazy for, Vinny?
Honestly, because I would love to just talk to him. Not that he's the most famous, but it might be Kevin Hart. I think I would like to run into him the most. I think I would just enjoy. I think it would just be cool to run into Kevin Hart. Like I would not know what to expect, even though I think he'd be really cool and like he would joke around, but who knows? But I think Kevin Hart that would be cool.
I think we all know Jonah's answer.
Who's the most? Let me. All right, and I'll second that. I want to. Who do you think out of all those people that Jonah just mentioned would be the most approachable out of the 25 people he named? Like who would be the easiest to come up to? You think and just hold a conversation? Wouldn't blow you off.
I got my answer.
Austin Reeves, 100%.
Really? I was gonna say Pat Mahomes.
I
He
think
seems like a cool
I think
dude, too.
Austin's a good one. I'm hoping that it'd be Kevin Hart. That's why I'm picking Kevin because I feel like he would be the most fun to talk to.
I feel like he
Like,
would shrug you off.
I feel
But I
like
think
that
it's possible.
too.
He could. He feel like he could. But if he didn't, I think that could be the most entertaining conversation out of everyone there.
I think he
But-
might be the most industry person on this list, though.
More than Leo? Not more than Leo. I think AR is the safe bet though. I feel like you could probably have the most down to earth conversation with Austin Reeves.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't get approached like as much
Yeah.
as probably anyone on that list. And two, like he seems like a type of dude that like would just talk back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you ask him how he's
Yeah.
doing, he'd let you know and ask you how your day's
Yeah.
going. You know, like he just seems like a cool dude, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like
What about you, Jonah?
I said
agree,
Pat
Drew.
Mahomes.
Oh, Patty. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pat would be the nicest dude on the list for sure.
I think he would
That's
be
fair.
respectful, but like, do you think he would like be like
I feel like you
Having
could
a
get into a conversation
conversation.
with Austin. Yeah.
that? Because you know how many people try to do that with Pat?
You could probably hold a couple minutes with Austin Reeves.
I don't think so. I think Austin Reeves gonna shun
Really?
you. I think he would. I think he
Really?
would shun you.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
you also think a lot
Austin-
of bad things about Austin Reeves, so you might not be
Bro,
the most credible
I
source.
think if you're like, oh, Austin Reeves is such a big Laker fan, you'd be like, oh yeah, and just keep moving.
Well, but
I don't
that's
know.
not the vibe. Like that's not
That's
the
not
vibe.
what I would
That's-
ask.
that's
I wouldn't say that.
What would you ask? I'll be Austin Reeves and you be you.
I would
I
be
might
like,
I might ask him a golf question. To be
Yeah, I'd
honest.
be
I know
like,
that's
how's
like
the
his
s-
hobby. I know a lot about him. Like I know that he
Okay,
enjoys golf.
ask a question. I'm Austin Reeves.
you want to go for a Vin?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
All right, yeah, it's simple, man. It's simple.
Go ahead. I'm shopping right now.
Yo, Austin. He's not doing that. He's not
No,
doing
he's
that.
not,
He's not
bro.
doing that. No,
Yeah,
he's
he
not doing
is.
that.
Yeah, he is.
Not
We'll be
doing
like,
that.
we'll be like, what's up?
I'm like, hey, how many times you golf this week, man? Like, I've been trying to go out to the course. Like, you know any good courses out here?
Nah, man, I'm just shopping and just keep it moving. That's what he's doing.
Nah,
I
you'd be
don't
like,
think
Not
so,
talking to you,
man.
bro.
nah. You'd be like, how's the swing
He'd probably
looking?
say he'd probably say when he golf flask, and they say, what'd you shoot? What'd you shoot?"
He's not doing
And
all
you just
that,
hold the
bro.
conversation. I think
See,
he is. I think
Laker
Austin
fans are
Reeves
so.
is.
That's why I hate Laker fans, bro. You guys are so delusional.
Bro, we're just
We're not even talking basketball.
yeah, dude.
And
We
even
just think
that,
he's a cool dude.
Yeah,
yeah,
but if
he's
he
one of
was
the
on, if
guys.
he was on the Charlotte Hornets, you're not saying all these glowing things about him.
If he was on the Charlotte Hornets, you wouldn't have had him in this game right now. If he's at a grocery store,
You wouldn't
but
see
he
him
plays
at
for the
Target
Lakers.
either, dude. You see him on the
Yeah.
block.
Yeah. But all right. I'm gonna go with AR, but I think Patrick Mahomes could absolutely blow you off more than Austin Reeves would.
Absolutely not. No way.
All right. Next game. But yeah, comment section. Who's the most approachable out of those 77 people that Jonah just introduced to us in that game? All right, so Drew
Are
has
they
a game
causing
for us.
mayhem?
Yeah, they causing mayhem at the local Vons at Mission Oaks.
God, dude.
All right, so final game we have for the day. Drew has a game. He sent me some videos of audio that I'm gonna share with the mic. I don't know what it is, what it's about, but Drew, give us a little background on what this game is before I do it.
Yeah, man. So, through the trials and tribulations, the technical difficulties, hopefully it sounds all right on the mic. But essentially, so I have some clips from certain games. They're all sports. Iconic calls like by was color commentators or whoever it might be, and you have to guess. This isn't the case for all of them, but you always have to guess who made the call, and also some of them what game it is. You get a point for getting the person right, and you get another point if you guess the game.
Okay,
Some
so
of
you can get potentially 2 points per video.
correct, yeah, and
So
some
I'm playing against Vinny.
Yeah. So Drew, you'll tally the points.
yeah, I'll tell you the points. They're not incredibly hard. They're not incredibly hard. It's more of just like some are funny, some, are just like they're iconic, but you don't really know like who's saying that. Like
Okay. So
I
we got to
I,
name the voice, and name the game.
yeah.
I have
Okay. What do
a
you,
I have a asterisk before we play this game. Vinny is at a supreme advantage in this game. This is
what did
this
you
game
call it?
Yeah.
What did you just call that?
an asterisk.
Ostrich?
An ostrich?
Bro, like
Talking about the things with the long necks, the ostrich? What are you
An asterisk? You talking about asterisk? An ostrich?
You know how they say like the Lakers championship has the asterisk?
That's an
Asterisk.
asterisk. It's
It's
with
an
a
asterisk.
with a K at the end.
Oh
Not
my
an H.
God, dude.
Asterisk. Jonah, just for everyone out there, Jonah's a mess tonight. His flashlight, he's using the flashlight. His light turned off on him.
Oh my
He
god.
had the hiccups. Yeah.
Okay, I have an
Doesn't know how to
asterisk.
asterisk. Yes, I
Asterisk.
do.
I have an
Just
asterisk
yes,
with the game. Vinny's at a supreme advantage. This is like his bag. Like my
Oh my God,
knowledge,
in my bag.
unlike commentators, I only know the elite of the elite. So if it's like deep, I'm not gonna know it.
No,
Right.
I wanted to make them like pretty,
So even
pretty
the
basic.
general audience could know.
I know
Yeah.
Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson.
All right, well, let's see. Let's get into it.
Some
I know
of
the
them hit
TNT crew. I know the TNT crew. That's
some of them hit home for us too because we've laughed a lot or watched them a lot and we talk about it here and there. We bring certain comments up from
All right.
their plays and their calls. So yeah,
I'm gonna play the audio. I don't have. It's just audio. I don't know what it's from. Drew sent it to me for the mic. So first one underway. Here we
is
go.
it a race? Do I say it like immediately?
I would okay for this I would point a finger.
Okay.
We could do something like that, and then whoever
Okay.
points first gets the first guess in the game. So the first one is eligible, or you're gonna have to name the commentator and the game.
And then we get it. If the guy gets it wrong, we get a chance. The other person.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. First one. First of all, could you guys hear that well?
Not great.
Was it Isaiah Thomas? Is
No,
that
that
what they
was
said?
that was game one, 2024 World Series. Joe Davis, Freddie Freeman walk off.
I
Come
cannot.
on, man.
I heard Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, it was a little Jonah. Could you make out any of that? That's what I was worried about.
Well, I heard a lot of crowd noise. There's there a lot of crowd noise in that?
There was.
There was crowd noise for sure.
Okay.
But
Try
I could
a
tell
different one.
Joe
Maybe it was
Davis.
just the Astro video.
Okay, is that 2 points?
That's two. That's two off the board right there.
Okay.
That's like
That was
Freddie meets Gibby. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
walk off grand slam in game one last year. All right.
This
Take
one,
two.
this one might be a little hard too because crowd, but hopefully you can hear it, Jonah.
Guarded by Wanamaker with 10 seconds to go. Here's McDaniel on the screen. Walker with 7. And a mismatch. Walker on the
I already got it.
All right,
It's
Jonah,
is-
let's hear it.
Is that like the Kemba Walker like Final Four step back?
Yep. Who's
Or
calling
championship
it?
game? Oh, I have no idea. Marv Albert.
It's not Marv Albert.
Not Marv Albert.
That's the cardiac Kemba call, right?
Yep.
I don't know. That wasn't the Final Four though. That was in the Big East tournament, wasn't it?
Big East
Or whatever.
championship.
At Madison Square
Yeah.
Garden.
Yep.
Yeah, at MSG. I don't know who said it.
Okay, that was Dave Pask or Pash. I don't know.
I don't even
I
know
know
who it
I've
is.
Pash,
seen
Pash.
it.
I think it's
yeah,
Pash.
yeah, I've seen it, but I don't know really how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's Dave Pash.
All right.
Okay. So Jonah's got one there.
Yeah, Vinny's up 2-1 right now. I'm
Okay.
impressed. You got some good ears, Jonah. You got some good ears, man.
So you can hear it, Jonah. It's all good.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, no. Kevin loved the rebound. I'm shocked you downplayed some.
Let the clip play. Let the clip play.
Did I get it up first?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He said she was all city. James again from downtown. And I hit out the park. No question. With all due respect.
All right.
That was
You have to say the game, the year, and who said it.
okay. That is game 1, 2018 NBA Finals. Mark Jackson talking about Savannah James.
Tip my cap to you, boy. Good work, Benny. 2018 game 1, Mark Jackson. Quite possibly one of the funniest calls.
That's a
in
shame.
recent-
Bro.
That's a shame that him, Van Gundy, and Brian aren't still the broadcast.
Now we got Doris Burke and Richard Jefferson.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Bro, but that
Apparently, they're already gonna shake that up. They don't like that.
they
They're
should.
gonna shake that up. Yeah.
Bro,
heard-
that call too was so unnecessary. They just said
So
that she's
unnecessary.
all city. And then he went on bro, all city it doesn't need that much of a
Nah, man, bro.
he acted like she was all state or something. All city.
Nah, man. I also heard too, the only reason why they're cutting Doris isn't because of the backlash she's gone like from commentating, it's because she was critiquing the refs. Did you guys see that too?
Van Gundy used to do that, and that was a rumor why he was out. But I mean, you can't beat Mark Jackson, Van Gundy, Mike Breen. Like
Bro, that was
Van
the
Gundy,
best.
Like
yeah.
I don't know why the NBA's gone to a
Bro.
point like that. Like the fan
Sidebar.
favorites. Sorry,
Sidebar,
what?
Adam Silver is single-handedly ruining the NBA. So many bad
That's a
things.
whole different can of beans right there.
That's a sidebar.
Did
But
you
go ahead.
did you guys see? Oh, sorry. Did you guys see when Adam Silver he was asked about because he saw a whole bunch of people giving the NBA slack for the NBA logo for the finals. Did you guys see what he did?
The
Just
virtual
put like
thing.
a
Yeah, the
virtual, yeah.
the
and
virtual.
and it wasn't even there the whole time.
Yeah, dude, the virtual little
Yeah.
Pee-wee thing, dude. Come on,
Yeah.
Adam.
We need David
Yeah.
Stern back, man.
Or rest in peace.
Rest in
man.
peace.
All right, so what's the score, Drew?
We got Ben at 4 and we got Jonah 1.
Okay. Next one. Here we go.
Wait, is that the end of the clip?
No, it keeps going. It keeps going.
Keep
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
one? Yeah, but I
Yeah.
got first guess.
Okay. Yeah.
I got it.
All right.
Blocked by James by Mike Breen.
Yep. What game and what year?
20. Oh, that's the year they won. They won 2016. Was it game 7?
Yeah, that shouldn't be that.
2016 Game 7. I
Okay.
know. That
Okay.
might be the easiest one out of all of them,
No,
dude.
I didn't know if it was game 7 or 5 or whatever. But yeah, game 7.
All right,
Game
so
7.
do you guys want me, regardless if we put a finger up, just let the thing run through all the way? The
Yeah.
video?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
Because
right.
some of them are funny.
So it's 4-3.
4-3.
Okay, so this one, not a game. I think someone's gonna get it right off the bat of just who it is. I'd be very disappointed if they didn't. But
Okay.
before I would like to see if someone else gets it as well. So go for it.
Okay.
93-70. This game's in the Admiral refrigerator. The door's closed, the lights out. Butter's getting hard, the eggs are cooling, and the jello is jiggling. Been jiggling.
This is the clip you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that this is Chick Hearn.
Yes.
After a Lakers win. But
Yes.
obviously you can't know the specifics of what game it is, but that was a signature Chick Hearn right there.
Like, Jonah, you didn't know that? You didn't know that's Chick Hearn?
No.
Oh my God, dude.
Yep.
Arguably the
I
greatest sports
never-
broadcaster of all time.
I never heard that clip in my life.
I think it goes Vince Scully and then it's Chick.
Yeah, I would say that too as well.
But yeah,
Damn, Jonah, come on,
Chick Hearn,
man. Dude, they got his
Hearn.
jersey hung up at Staples, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't
Was
watch.
that 1 point? You know what?
What's up?
You
Yeah.
don't respect greatness? You don't respect greatness?
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
respect greatness.
Come on, man. Put some respect on
Bro.
Chick's name,
What's the
man.
score?
I'm,
What's
I'm
the
just gonna
score?
say we love to romanticize the past. That's all I'm gonna say.
But hey, when you're one of the greatest, he's the greatest basketball broadcaster that's ever lived. Absolutely.
That's like his most iconic saying too. Everybody knows that, bro.
You know that he invented slam dunk and alley oop? The phrases, the terms.
That's
He
Did you know
did.
that?
That's impressive. No, I didn't know that. How did I know that?
All right then. Yeah. Okay, well, don't disrespect Chick Hearn. All right. All right, next one. Here we go. 5-3 me.
Yeah, this one's a short one. It's not. I remember him saying this. I remember the game, but it's not like an iconic game. But it's just a funny moment from a beloved color. I don't know if he's a color commentator or whatever, but a guy we really like.
Okay.
One-on-one. When I get beat, I'm not giving up. I'm going to run it down, not foul you, allow you to release the ball, then I'm coming in your face.
Hubie. Hubie, what are we doing?
That was
That's
Hubie.
Hubie Brown. That's the great Hubie Brown right there.
Do you remember what game it was?
No, I don't. Is this a Kobe Bryant moment?
No.
LeBron
Him-
James
him
moment? I don't
dunking?
know.
Huh? What'd you say, Jonah?
Him
Can I
dunking?
play it? Can we play it
No.
again?
Yeah.
Why you want to hear that again, Vinny?
I want to get that extra point.
Yeah, okay.
One-on-one. When I get beat, I'm not giving up. I'm going to run it down, not foul you, allow you to release the ball,
Yeah, I don't
then I'm
know.
coming in your face.
What is he talking about? Is he talking about
Yeah, I don't know.
closeout?
I can't. I don't know the. I don't know the
I'm
context.
allow
Yeah.
you to release the ball. What is he talking about?
Yeah. Do you want to finish? Do you want to finish it or no?
I'll leave it there, but I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe a closeout. That's
Oh,
what I
He was talking about a closeout. I'll give you a charity point for that, Jonah.
But what does
you
that
would-
last part mean? Like, what does that mean on a closeout? I don't understand. What does that mean?
Ask Hubie, bro. He's the one that said it, man.
All right. So do you know what the game was? Like,
Yeah, it was Celtics Bucks. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas Day.
This year?
on
No.
Christmas.
Yeah, I know. With all the children watching.
All right. So we each get a point for that.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got? How many videos we have left?
We don't got a lot because it took me forever.
Two more. Two
Yeah,
more
yeah.
videos.
Two more,
Alright, so-
and then I have like a random one that's not in any of our like sports, our favorite sports, but it's very iconic.
Okay. All right, here we go. Next one.
That'll be for more points.
Ty Jones, what's this gonna be? Are you kidding me? Ty Jones.
All right, that's Eric Collins,
Yep.
the Charlotte Hornets broadcaster.
Yeah.
Hum diddly dee.
Hum diddly dee.
I don't know the specific game though, but I know that was Eric
A
Collins.
Miles Bridges dunk.
No, it was Kai Jones. It's Kai Jones. I don't know the specific game either, just because
Yeah.
he always does that stuff. That's Eric Collins. Would you have known that, Jonah?
No.
Dude,
Eric's
no type of commentary.
What's the score
knowledge.
now?
This is a blowout, man. It's 7-2 right now.
No, I have 4.
No, he's got more than that.
I have 4.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you. I have 4. Not no blowout.
7-4.
I'm right
Yeah.
here. If I get
7-4.
this one, I'm right back in it.
All right.
This
He's
guy
the last one?
do big names. I don't know who Eric Collins is.
This is the last video.
Stephen A.
If you
Smith.
listen closely, you might be able, if you really know ball, you might be able to tell what game this was. But this is another iconic call too, from a legend.
Shot clock turned up. Kenny clock it in. He's gonna do it himself. Thomas, Shake, crossover, step.
All right, so Jonah, you raise your finger.
Okay, so there's not a chance I know his name. But
I
is
don't
it
remember his name either.
is it when Derrick Rose hit like a step back and then they mean mugged and they held him up? Or am I way off?
No, this is a college. This is a college game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. Jimmer Fredette?
No, I'm pretty sure he said his name in it.
I don't know.
Play it one more time. One
Yeah.
more time.
Shot clock turned up. Kenny clock it in. He's gonna do it himself. Thomas, Shake, crossover, step.
Who's Thomas?
I got it. This is an Isaiah Thomas step back game winner when he was at Washington.
Yep. There we go. There we go, Ben. Come on. I'll give
don't
you.
know why I am forgetting his name right now. I can picture his face right now.
I'm surprised you don't know this because you
I
love
know.
it too.
I know. No, I know.
All
I
right, so
can't think of the
you got
name.
one for the game.
Yeah, I can't
Are
think
you
of the name.
blanking? Are you blanking?
I'm blanking. It's just blanking. Yeah.
Gus Johnson?
Gus
Come on,
Johnson.
guys. Come
I kept
on.
wanting to say Avery Johnson, the old Nets coach. I was like, it's not Avery Johnson. Gus Johnson. That's right. Yeah.
Avery Jo-
He
I
does.
think
He does a lot of college football too.
Yeah, no, honestly, he might be like one of
He's
my
great.
He's probably
Yeah.
like top 5 in all sports right now.
Yeah.
That dude does it all. He's a little hype machine.
Yeah. I like Gus Johnson a lot.
I think Avery Johnson did it too, but he wasn't my favorite.
He was
to be honest.
he did color. He wasn't play by play, but he did color
Yeah,
commentating.
yeah.
But he was a coach in the league too.
Yes, sir.
Gus Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, good old Gus, man. Come on. All
That's
right.
the dub. That's the dub right there.
The last one.
I told
okay.
you you're gonna win this.
No.
Unfair
okay.
advantage.
This one, okay, so Ben, you finished with 9. Jonah's got 4. This one's for 6 points.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
6 points. Let's see
I
if
don't
you
have any
guys.
videos.
No, I know. This one, I couldn't find. It was like all the videos are super old. And so,
Okay.
like, the quality wasn't going to be great. All
You
right.
can describe something to us?
Yeah. So, this guy has done the NFL. I'm pretty sure he's done all sports, to be honest. Older, legend. He still does football.
Wait, are we just trying to guess this commentator?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Play by play?
I'll do 5 points for the guy and then 1 point for the game.
Okay.
And the game was very monumental with how at that time with how the two kind of powerhouse countries in the world.
bro, I have no idea.
That's what I could say.
That's all we got?
The U.S. versus Russia.
So do you guys want to play the clip or no? Or do you guys
have
want
it
more
on-
hints? Do you want more? Or I don't have a clip, but
Yeah.
the quote
Yeah,
is
keep talking, keep talking.
okay. So NFL guy still does NFL. A lot of people have mixed feelings about him. Okay, and it was during a time when there was a lot of
Chris Webber.
I haven't even said
That's
the
NBA.
Chris
You're
Webber,
talking-
dude.
he's talking about that LeBron James 3.
When Chris
Oh.
Webber said like as a black
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That
I know what you're talking about. No, when you pulled up in the logo. No,
As a
not
black
that
man, you never say for whatever you say.
one. Yeah.
Crazy thing to say on national television.
Crazy.
Okay, are you guys? Those are about all the hints
Okay,
I can
is
give
he-
you.
I mean, okay, is he a play-by-play or is he a color commentator?
Um,
He's a former athlete.
Bro, what's the difference
No,
between
Master his whole life.
what's
Yeah,
the difference between play-by-play and color commentator?
So the play-by-play is the person who's commentating the game, and then you have Tom Brady in the booth next to him as a color commentator.
Oh, so the play-by-play
So Mark
is the host,
Jackson,
basically?
Mike Breen, play-by-play. Mark Jackson, color commentator.
Okay.
all right. So he's a play-by-play. He's not a color commentator. Not a Tom Brady.
So that means he's the host?
N-
There's a sidekick.
The play-by-play. He's not the
sidekick.
sidekick. He's Mike Breen. He's the Mike Breen.
No, that's why I said the host.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
he's not sure. You're losing
So I-
credibility.
So I
here.
can remember it.
You're losing credibility. But yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's what helps you.
Mike Tirico.
Are you gonna let me say the
Dude.
quote?
Bro, I thought we were supposed to guess like what it is.
We are, but you don't. You're just guessing people you can think of. Like, let the guy actually do the game.
Well, I'm trying to win. Okay, go though.
He said, "Do you believe in miracles?" That's like what he's very
Jim Nance,
no. That's
Al
a good
Michaels.
guess though.
Al Michaels.
What's I don't know his name.
Is that Al Michaels?
Chris Collinsworth.
Okay, I'll let Jonah
that's a
get a
color.
guess.
That's a color.
No.
No, the dude next to
What
Chris
have you-
Collinsworth. What's his name? Al Michaels?
I already said Al Michaels.
No, what's the dude next to Chris Collinsworth?
That's Mike Tirico.
Okay, one of you guys
You
got it
already
right.
named. It's either
What-
Jim Nance or Al Michaels. I named them both.
Okay. It's Al Michaels,
Okay.
but one of you guys already said the setting of the
This is the Olympics.
Olympics.
Between the US and Russia, there's a war or something.
What sport?
Hockey.
Oh,
was hockey.
he
It was
got
hockey.
it.
It
Joey
was
got
hockey.
it for the tiebreaker.
I won?
Let me.
No.
Yes, I did. That
Either
was
I got-
over 5 points.
And I got the 1 point of getting the name right, so I finished with 10. You
No,
finished
you
with,
didn't. I said Al Michaels.
play the clip back.
I said Al Michaels.
Drew, play it back. Who said it first? Stop it.
I was spamming names. I definitely said Al Michaels.
Drew, play the clip back. Who said it first? And you know it.
I think he was Vinny. Although it'd be so much more fun to say Jonah, he did say Al Michaels.
I said Jim Nance. He said no, and then I said Al Michaels. You don't even know who Jim Nance is, so you don't even get to win. So
How do you think you know who Al Michaels is? Who's Al Michaels, Jonah?
How do you want me to describe who he is?
what does he do right now? What is his current position?
NFL.
What network?
NBC.
Used to be. He's at Amazon now. So no,
Bro,
you don't.
Amazon.
Okay,
I don't-
Thursday night prime
I
game.
don't, bro, no one watches Thursday night football on Prime, bro.
okay. Do the majority now in his career, do the majority of people enjoy him calling the games or no? Because it seems,
I personally, I'm an Al Michaels fan. I like Al Michaels. Jonah can't
Okay.
even think of a game that he's doing.
Bro, I need to hear his voice. I need to hear his voice, and then I'll know who you're talking about. Play a clip of his voice, Vinny.
you would definitely know his voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't picture Al Michaels.
You would know.
Man.
You would know.
You've seen him hundreds of times.
Who's his partner?
And it used to be Collinsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love them. They were my favorite ones.
Because a lot of people aren't a fan of his right now. They think he's like
He's like short, right? Well, shorter than
I don't
Collinsworth.
know.
Because when they would
I
show,
don't know.
I think he's short.
I don't know.
Let
He's
me
got
look-
brown hair though. He's got brown hair. Older.
Who's going to Cooper Cup? That's my guess. Cup in the
Oh, the
stands.
Sunday Night Football voice.
Okay.
Used to be
Yeah.
Sunday Night
Yeah.
Football. Yes.
I know him.
It's Thursday Night Football now.
Yep.
That's Al Michaels, Jonah.
Yeah.
He's
One of the
fi-
greats. I like Al Michaels.
He's 5'10".
He's done
Bro, see, he is
He
short.
does
He is
football.
shorter. He is shorter than
He's done,
Colin.
he's done baseball for many years. He's used to be, I believe, a long time ago, the Padres play-by-play. He's done football. He's done golf. Yeah, he's one of the greats. Done basketball. He's done the finals, the NBA
Yeah.
finals.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Al Michaels.
I like him. A lot of people been hating on him though, saying he's kind of been like a snooze fest during some of these games.
They've been saying that a lot about Bob Costas too.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know. His time might be due.
It's just
he might
because you
to hang it
have.
up.
It's just I think it's preference of just like I think it's just preference of who you prefer and how long that because like Al Michaels is like legacy but then you have the people like a Gus Johnson with all the energy, and the enthusiasm where it kind of takes away from maybe the actual quality of the call itself. But like you grab onto the enthusiasm of what Gus Johnson says,
Yeah.
But
What sport you guys
I'll-
think has the best commentating in the game right now? Like for like
Football.
a nationally televised game.
for national
Not even
Yeah.
close football. Not even close.
football. Yeah, probably football.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Monday Night Football, you have Joe Buck with Aikman.
Don't get me started
yeah,
on Joe
Mike-
Buck, Vinny.
I like Joe Buck personally.
You don't like
You have-
Joe Buck?
Bro,
You have Mike
Joe Buck-
Tirico. You have Mike Tirico for NBC. You have Al Michaels for Thursday Night Football on Prime. Brady and Kirk. I can't think of his first name, but he does.
Gold.
He does the,
It starts with a G.
no, it starts with an H. I think Herkshite.
Oh,
Herb
yeah,
Street?
Yeah, Hershey or something like that.
Yeah. Sorry if I messed that name up, but I mean he does a good job with Fox. So I'm not even.
I'm
I think
a big
Jim
Tony
Nance.
Romo guy,
Jim
too.
Nance still. Yeah, Jim Nance. I think still does with Tony Romo on CBS.
Yeah.
I think.
I like Greg Olson too. I think Greg is great.
Yeah, they,
I don't really
they
like
got a
Greg
good.
Olson.
What?
I don't like Greg
I
Olson.
like and I also like the pregame shows they have with
Yeah, like Michael Strahan,
with Gronk,
like,
Strahan,
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a good list.
They were kind of like NBA on TNT before NBA on TNT, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, they weren't.
Like-
Don't do that.
Yeah, they
I think-
were,
I think it's
NBA on
just-
TNT's been going since like the 90s.
but not with like that same cast.
They just didn't have Shaq. They still had Chuck, Kenny, and Ernie.
But it took off with Shaq though.
Yeah.
Bro, it was popping before that. Are you kidding
I
me?
know. but
Have
it
you
wasn't
seen
as-
those old clips?
Oh, I know. There's a lot of funny ones.
Why,
But,
why
I
you
think-
never buy a woman a watch? That was before Shaq.
Yeah. You seen the one where he has to read off a teleprompter and he says, "I am a dumbass."
Bro, that should be a next podcast. Top 5 inside the NBA moments.
We could go on for days, bro. We could go on for days.
But if you had
No,
pick
we-
5, we'd all have
we
different
got
ones.
some I like that. But I think as a whole football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish golf, I wish they had like a Manning stream, but like more hype. You know what I'm saying?
It's
More
just hard
like-
to. It's just hard to with golf, because it's such a keep quiet, no talking in the backswing, very calm.
No, I
Not-
yeah, I get why, it's like a gentleman's sport, but like, dude,
Right.
that'd be so lit if they had, just
Well, that's why you kind of have like YouTube golf now. That kind of takes it
Yeah.
over. So shout out to Bob Does Sports.
yes, sir. We gotta get him on the pod one of these days.
Oh, that Bobby Burgers, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, bro.
Come on.
Joey Cold Cuts. But yeah, that'll be good content for next episode. But we're definitely got to get into NBA free agency. That's a must next episode. A lot of moves been going down. So
Yeah, one of the more there's been a lot of moves, but as far as like star power has been pretty like
yeah,
that's basically how I describe it.
We only
We'll
got
see.
5 minutes, so I think I'm gonna save my little controversial take for next.
yeah. We'll wait. We'll wait. We're going to have plenty to talk about with the NBA free agency. You guys have any closing thoughts?
The
Any,
Rockets
anything
looking
for-
good.
Anything for the comment section?
Yeah, let us know who you're losing your mind for. If Vinny and Drew are tripping, if you know some of these commentators,
Oh, I got something for the comment section.
commentators.
What was the worst thing Jonah did today? Was it his light turning off where he had like it was dark on his screen? Was it his hiccups? Or was it that he didn't know how to say the word asterisk?
Asterisk, yeah. Asterisk, dude. Oh my god.
Bro, I
That's,
swear-
that's a good way to wrap it up.
I've heard people say asterisk like 100%.
Yeah, well,
100%.
those people are wrong.
Yeah, those people probably don't have a middle
Okay,
school
but
education.
have you ever seen that word spelled? Probably not. You just hear it said, and I've heard it both ways. I never know.
Isn't it spelled with a K?
It's with a
At the
K,
end?
not an H, not an H.
I didn't say H. I said asterisk like CH.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying
it's
there's
a,
no H. It's a
there's
K.
a K.
Okay, spell asterisk right now.
Asterik.
Or CK. It's one of the two. But yeah, there's no H. There's no
Yeah.
H. That's for sure.
I mean, maybe
You
asterisk.
should
Not
dig yourself
maybe.
a deeper hole, dude.
It's not maybe. All right, that's a good way to wrap it up.
Yeah,
But,
if any of you guys got any like good games like that aren't super stupid, like Jonas,
Yeah.
please send him a DM or something, dude. Like it's not is this person causing mayhem or is
Yeah.
this guy making you sweat?
Yeah,
Please
or
give him some suggestions.
yeah, if you want to play some boring games, let us know. We could do that too. Name the top 5 NBA players that everyone else does. We could do that.
Hey, I said the worst contracts. I haven't seen no one do that one. Come on now.
Yeah.
I don't
Drew's
think
is
it-
good. I think Drew's is good too tonight. That was a good
I don't-
one. Just
I don't
because you
think
didn't know
anyone-
who the broadcasters were.
No, bro, no one knows who those broadcasts are. That's such a niche thing that only Vinny knows.
That's a dub. That's a dub for the chat.
I can ask Vinny who was commentating the 1978 Dodgers World Series, and he'll just say it.
I'll take a wild guess and say Vince Scully, but
I know that he was part of. I don't know if he was the play-by-play, like for the national broadcast. For sure doing the radio though. For sure doing the radio. But all right, that is 13 episodes deep now for the garage closed at 9. Feels like we just started this thing yesterday, so we're keep going, keep trying to come out with more content. Thank you everybody for everything you guys have done so far for supporting our show. And yeah, stay tuned for some more content coming out. One-on-one game against Jonah and Andrews coming up in the coming weeks with Jaime. Hopefully Daniel will be there too, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, thanks everybody. And then until next time, the garage is closed.